Okay, so y'all, it's been damn about 2 months since I've been on here. And it's only because people kept hitting me up like, Rob, what the fuck, man? Where are you? You need to do a live. We need to see you out here. What the fuck? What you think about this? What you think about that? What you think about this? So it's because of those people that I'm here. I want you to know it's because of those people that I'm here. Now, as y'all come in here, I need to know if everybody can hear everything good because I'm sitting in my truck out here in the streets of New Jersey is where I am right now. Listen, I'm gonna give people a little bit of time to get in here. We not gonna do no lot, and we just gonna get it in. I'm gonna tell y'all where I've been, what I've been doing, what's been on my mind, how am I thinking about this shit that's happening right now, and we gonna get into it like that, okay? Y'all owe all this to the people that hit me up. Mad love to the people that hit me up. Like, Rob, no, fuck that. Basically, like, nigga, fuck all that, right? I'm gonna play a little Nick Grant. Give people some time to get in here. And yeah, y'all come on in and hit the like button. Y'all already know how we get down. Nick Grant. Mm. Here we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't no windows in my projects. Just dreaded shooters hitting scores like they Wyclef. Poor communication was a cancer to my progress. We only felt we measured up when mixing out the Pyrex. My ego misunderstood, so niggas overlook me. It's funny how the underbelly showed you who was pussy. Some find a gift
Yeah.
behind prison walls, think what you could be. Holding that tray piece out the car like I'm Cuba Gooding. Behind the 8 ball, my granny's house piece is so deep as the voice of Nate Dogg. She asked, was I just hanging with killers to resonate more? I told her no, it's love, but I feel I'm at risk like Ray Charles. Hey dog, I rock my brother's hand-me-downs, now I help him up ladders. Poor but royal, putting for you on TV antennas. Before my karma and my black trauma was manufactured, they said my mama was freebasing, she's hitting the batter. I had to learn the hard way, the street shit ain't for beginners. When shooters hit like Kobe, they gon' staple your center. Food stamps was dollar bills, we had to fend for our own. As these practice judges, my skin color would set the tone, yeah. It's like these niggas play a game called Who Gon' Die the Fastest. My nigga keep a 9, he rock it like it's latest fashion. And they don't get no fuck, these niggas even rob the pastor. I'm trying to get my people right, you weren't by the class.
Yeah. I'm gonna answer all this. We gonna get into this. I'm gonna let y'all know where I've been and what I've been doing.
Yeah, I watched my cousin die at school like this shit for real. Was close to him, so it left me with a distant chill. Remember watching Sister Act to get me out my feels. 20 years later, I'm on tour with Lauryn Hill, the silver lining. You turn your back and you don't scrap, then use a hoe for real. I gotta get up out of here, this shit too slow for real. My granny praying, so I walk around with Jehovah's shield. From where the drive-bys make you relearn your motor skills, parents fighting. Waking me up out my sleep, these police sirens. Still haunted by PTSD. Was the underdog, my auntie pray mama aborted me. We dying every day, the lesson in that, don't trust the weak. They never taught us none but how to cut class and cut a key. Wish I had $1 for every rat that I knew was sweet. Left him on his chest, gave new meaning to hugging the street. Caught a stray in broad day, cause all these dogs off the leash. Preach. It's like these niggas play a game called Who Gon' Die the Fastest. My nigga keep a 9, he rock it like it's latest fashion. And they don't get no fuck, these niggas even rob the pastor. I'm trying to get my people right, you weren't by the class.
Okay. 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 If people ain't here, if you're watching the playback, mad love to you. So first and foremost, shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. Always. Period. Whether y'all see me on here or not, that is the lifestyle in which I live. It is not no internet shit. It is not an internet persona. It is not something I come on here and do to get people to like me. This is a lifestyle, okay? Understand that. It's all day, every day, weekends, holidays. We'll get into that here in a little while. And what I've been doing for the last 2 months, the artist was Nick Grant. Nick Grant, okay? Nick Grant from South Carolina. Beast, bars, heavy bars. That's who that was I was playing. But first, let me answer the question as to where I've been. And honestly, where I've been is where I'm always working. Driving these trucks. I'm up here in New Jersey. I've been working in the Northeast. These motherfuckers up here in the Northeast, trash. New York, trash. Anywhere, Connecticut, Rhode Island, driving through these places is trash. Okay? Understand that. It's complete and utter trash. I've been up here working my motherfucking ass off. Here's how my day generally goes. If I know I got to cross over the George Washington Bridge, Cave Bridge, if you will, I get up at about 4:30, 3:30 sometime in the morning. My day don't end until about 7 o'clock at night. At 7 o'clock, I look around a couple times. Within an hour, hour and a half, I'm asleep. I've sit here all day and spent my day dodging cars here in the Northeast. Okay, if you know anything about truck driving, you'll know a lot of companies will tell you, we don't even go to New York. We don't even go to the Northeast. Don't you worry about that, because they know if they tell drivers, your ass gonna be driving up there, drivers gonna be like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I'll figure out something else. Truck companies will tell you they don't even go up here. Okay, they'll tell you they not going. That's what I'm dealing with every day. And that little hour and a half time I got to wrap my head around what the fuck I done did all day, I'm asleep. I'm not a late night nigga. By 8:30, 9 o'clock, I'm out of here, generally speaking. Now, that's what I've been doing, working. What I understood about black people, because it's not like I haven't been keeping up. What I see about our people is that we'll have glimpses where I think okay, like niggas getting it. And then I'll be like, this is how I felt about that Montgomery, or is it somewhere in Mississippi, the brawl that was had, black people coming together. I thought niggas was, and then the next day it was back to 50-50. Who gonna pay what? What the fuck y'all gonna take people to dates? Who can get respect? Who can't get respect? This is what consumes niggas. Okay? It consumes us. This is why the conversation doesn't get stale. So I'm sitting out here, and again, I don't do this for entertainment. A lot of people that have made YouTube a lifestyle or a living career, they do this for entertainment. It was Montgomery, Alabama. My bad if I got the place wrong. It was Montgomery, Alabama. And a lot of people have dedicated their lives and livelihood to YouTube, and thus they do this for a career. And I understand people that do that, but that's not where I am with this shit, right? I'm serious about this. I really want black people to stop cooning, stop being sheep, stop running around here parroting the same system that is oppressing you on a daily basis, and stop worshiping these people. That is true. All I want to do for black people, and I'll say this in case you forgot, is show you that you don't have to be a coon to be okay. Okay? You don't have to be a coon to be okay. That's a lie. That is propaganda that black people, even black people, will spread amongst ourselves. You got a coon to make money. You got a coon to have a living out here. You have to coon to keep jobs. This is a lie. My job is, and the task I've taken upon myself is to be this out here and still be okay. And show you that you can do it too. You do not have to be a coon. You don't. You don't have to be a coon or a sheep. You don't have to do that. That's what I'm doing. I ain't selling y'all no courses. I don't have no courses to sell you niggas. I got some t-shirts. You check me out on the site. Shout out to the people that do order t-shirts from me. But that's my mission. That is everything. That's what I'm doing here, right? So This isn't something I'm doing for a career. I come on here to entertain black people. That's not what it was ever about for me, right? I drive these trucks. I'm generally working 14 hours a motherfucking day. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've been doing. Looking at black folk online, seeing the things that are going on out here in the world, seeing how we are out here in the world, and shaking my head. That's where I've been. I've been watching. I just ain't been saying too much. Now, I post on my social media. If you follow me on Instagram, mad love to you. If you follow me or my friend on Facebook, mad love to you. I still post on there on a pretty regular basis. But getting on here, exerting energy, wasting my breath, essentially, that's been something I'm like, well, no, I ain't about to keep doing this with black folk. They not serious yet. I don't know what it's going to take. All right. I haven't been willing to waste my breath like that. So I just been focused on getting out here, get my motherfucking work done. That's what I've been doing. Driving these motherfucking trucks, trying to stay alive out here. All right. That's what I've been doing. I ain't gonna miss it. I don't love my people less or nothing like that. I just know this is a thankless job. You'll have people out here when the videos and stuff that I get sent, and I see, I'm looking at some of the stuff that people looking at. I'm like, well, goddamn, like, I've been one of the most consistent black people on this internet doing it this way, and I don't get no motherfucking respect out here from these people. Now, I understand y'all gonna fuck with me. Some of y'all do, and I appreciate y'all for that. But generally speaking, y'all, people are into this polarizing narrative. Black men versus black women. That is where we stuck at right now. I see us being stagnant right there right now, right? That's what I recognize. So I said, well, it don't matter how long you stay gone. When you come back, black people gonna still be in the same state of mind, right? You got niggas now. I'm gonna try to work it from the latest thing I've seen, and we'll go backwards. And if some of you have some things that you may want me to touch on, I'll get to those comments here in a second. But now what I'm seeing is black people choosing between Palestine or Israel. Okay, or Israel. It's whatever however you want to say it. I'm not one of them type of people that give a fuck about how you pronounce that racist ass country. Now, my issue is with black people, when we deal with politics and the politics of war and the business of war, a lot of black people forget it's a business as well. In which case, when we're choosing and picking sides and we're standing with Israel or we're standing with the Palestinians, this has caused me issues and makes me understand that my people still don't understand the business of war. They don't understand America. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up but incorporated. It's the business of war, the business of backing both sides. Now, here's what the conversation is. And we're going to walk down through capitalism. We're going to deal with money. We're going to deal with a couple things here. So I want y'all to stay with me. All right. First of all, fuck Israel. Fuck Palestine. I need y'all to understand that first and foremost. I have no, when people will hit me up asking me for my opinion is fuck both of them. They're anti-black. It's hard for me to choose sides. Almost like what y'all was doing when y'all was standing with Ukraine, some black folk, and standing with Russia. They're both anti-black. In which case, I don't have anybody to stand with. I stand down. Don't give a fuck nothing about what's going on at all. Not gonna lie to y'all. No care in the world about what's going on with them people. They are anti-black. In which case, I don't support anybody. Any government that's anti-black. That's why I don't support the American. 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up. Incorporated government. That's why I don't support the government. It's anti-black. Both these countries are anti-black. You see how black Palestinians are being treated over there in Palestine. Then you got the motherfucking Arabs over there that are still very engaged in anti-blackness, into full-blown, it's almost like where they will take black people and funnel them into a slave labor situation. This is what's happening in real life. So I don't give a fuck about either one. I don't give a fuck about the conflict. But here's where America ticks in right here. America comes in and says, you know what? Since everybody's saying something, we gonna say something. Here's what we're gonna do. Now, some of y'all don't remember when Barack Obama was president, he signed into, when he was president, to where they were giving billions of dollars to Israel per year. I made a whole live about it. I didn't forget about that. And what you got to understand about America too is when Obama is going to do something like that, that's America doing that. 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, incorporated. So when I saw that Joe Biden was backing Israel, When I saw he was going to support Israel, what I knew was that this is something that America has sanctioned. America sanctioned that. Well, Obama signed this treaty with Israel. They was giving him, I think, wanted to say $10 billion a year over, I think, a 10-year span. You can correct me on that. You can double check me on that. But I know Obama signed this. I saw it then. We talked about it then. No one gave a fuck. Now, here we are. And Joe Biden says, well, he going to give billions to Israel as well. And some people are like, oh, my God, I can't believe it. I can. Because I saw what America did when Obama was president, when they got into that deal with Israel. And Biden's going to do the same thing because it's America. It has nothing to do with who the president is, like many of us think it does. It has nothing to do with that at all. America sanctions that. So when I saw that he's going to give, I want to say it was some money to Palestinians as well, but give big money to Israel, well, that's just America funding both sides of the war, of wars and conflicts like they always do. This isn't new. And the fact that we don't recognize the patterns bothers me because we feel like we need to pick a side, right? Now, black people, some of you will ask the question, well, these motherfuckers act like they don't have no money, but they're giving money to all these other countries. The reason they continue to act like they don't have no money is because that works. That works. They can tell you that there's a $1.5 trillion deficit. They can tell you they don't have money for this, that, and the other. But when it comes to wartime, they got money to give to anybody and everybody. That's what they've been doing. Even though they have this deficit, what y'all need to understand is they print money. Now, the printing of money is understated in this society because here's what they did. Here's what they've been able to get over on us. They're able to tell us, well, if they print too much money, then the dollar will depreciate in value. The dollar don't have value anyway outside of the value that it's giving upon it coming off that print and press. That's always been odd to me. But here's what I watch America do. I watch them say shit like this on TV. You'll hear these political analysts talk like this, and we pick up those talking points, and it begins to make sense to us, almost like the idea of inflation has. Inflation makes sense to us. Even though it's nonsensical, they've said it enough times to where now we'll talk about inflation like it's some real shit. What it is America is fucking greedy. Bottom line. Period. These people print money. This is why they can have the $1 trillion deficit and still send billions of dollars to other countries. This is why they can do it. They're printing money, and they tell you they can't print out so much money, but because the dollar will lose its value. That's not real. And it ain't even, you ain't got to take my word for it. Look at the situation. Ask yourself, how can a country be $1.5 trillion in debt and still give billions of dollars to other countries? Ask yourself that. It ain't even got to be something where it's not a conspiracy theory. Ask yourself. Ask you. How are they able to keep telling you they don't have money to do anything for you, do anything for the people who live here? Like, for example, universal health care for everyone, right? Take care of homeless people, fix water that's fucked up in different places. Jackson, Mississippi being one, Flint, Michigan being another, amongst others. They're able to tell you that they don't got the money. They're able to tell you that you don't got the money. Brother just walked by here, hear me going ham. He put his fist up like this. Put my fist up back to him because I be in here going ham. He can hear me all the way out here. But either way, so what they tell you is they don't have the money. What you did internalize is you'll say, well, America just don't got the money. That's not real. America's anti-black. Okay? It's anti-black. This is why you don't see them even backing majority black countries. You don't see them doing that at all. That's why they don't do it. It's anti-black, right? But they're able to tell you, one, they're able to tell you they got a deficit, $1.5 trillion or whatever. Then they'll turn around and give billions of dollars to another country. They print money. We talked about the Federal Reserve before. Now, the idea or the concept behind the Federal Reserve is, yeah, they print money, but if they print too much, then it won't mean nothing. That's a lie. It already don't mean nothing. It's monopoly, okay? At best, it's monopoly. It already doesn't mean anything. Money is an idea that exists here on Earth, period. This is why they can tell you. This is why they can get on a news conference and tell you how much money they're giving. Who remember the COVID relief shit? This is why they can get on TV and tell you, here, we're going to put this money out here in the streets. We're going to bail out banks with money. Nobody go to prison. This is what one of the first things Barack Obama did when he got into office was bail out big banks as they tricked off their money, but tell you that your spending habits is bad. This is how they talk to you. And we'll take these same ideas and we'll say them to other people. They'll tell you your spending habits is bad. You need to be more frugal with your money. Stop wasting your money. Meanwhile, the millionaires, billionaire CEOs of these banks can go trick off, buy boats, buy pussy, do all the drugs they want to do, and then get bailed out. Ain't no bailout for you. And then they want to tell you, well, we don't agree with reparations. We think that'll break the country. We think that'll break the whole country. That'll bankrupt us. They say little stupid shit like that. You're $1 trillion in debt. Make it 2. What does it matter? You've been carrying this debt since I've been able to even understand and hear this concept of the national. Carry 2 trillion. What the fuck is the difference? It makes sense to us. We parrot it, we say it, we listen to these political pundits get on TV, these analysts get on TV and overcomplicate politics. And then you'll have these smart niggas who come in and try to overcomplicate politics as well. Politics is very simple, especially in a country that is ruled by capitalism. It's not democracy, it's an oligarchy, it's a plutocracy. We talk about that here. If you don't know what an oligarchy is, Google it. If you don't know what a plutocracy is, Google it. But what it basically comes down to is the rich, whether it be corporations or individuals, run this whole country. The rich run this shit, right? Now, can the working class people change that? Absolutely. We're going to talk about that here in a second. But they're able to come in here and talk to you about things like inflation, talk to you about things like national debt or the national deficit. Talk to you about money being, if it's overprinted, that it will lose its value. Meanwhile, they can give any country they want billions of dollars into perpetuity if they want to. Especially if there's some resources, generally speaking, oil, because they don't want to back off the oil. They don't want to come up with other forms of energy. Now, I do see they're having more of these hybrid cars, more of these electric cars, but a lot of them bitches cost way too much money. Well, the average working class people got to work 2-3 jobs. You can't just have one job. You got to have a job and a hustle, a job and 2-3 side hustles. And if you don't work yourself to death, everybody will tell you that you fucking lazy. If you don't got 3 jobs, motherfuckers will tell you that you lazy. You're not working hard enough. We, even the working class people, took on this rhetoric because it's been so successful on us. Now we say it to each other. Oh, you ain't got no side hustle? Oh, you ain't working hard enough. You ain't hustling hard enough. We say it to each other. Meanwhile, this country is giving money to everyone. You talk about reparations with America, the best thing they'll tell you is that we're going to study it. That's what they did with HR 40 or HR 41. I forget which number in the 40s it was. Either way, it was bullshit. We're going to study what we owe you. That's the best we can do. We'll study it. We'll form a panel of some sort and we'll just study it. At least you'll see we studying it, right? But we can't give you reparations because that'll bankrupt the country. This is the games that they play, and they work because we allow them to work. Because then look at us. Look at what we're talking about. Now we're choosing sides between Palestine and Israel, standing for who is what? Who we support. What you got to understand. Black people. It don't matter. This country is anti-black. It supports countries that are anti-black. Period. That's what it is. That's what it's been. The only reason they still get on TV and long talk you, they'll make it complex. I listen to some of this shit. They'll try to make it real complex. The rule is money over everything, especially niggas. Money over everything, ... especially you niggas. That is the motto of this country. Now, foolishly, black people haven't come to grips with this reality yet. We're still trying to, work ourselves out. We're still trying to out capitalist or out make money against these white capitalists. They print the money. You're not going to out money them. I don't care who gets on here and tell you that it's possible. What you can do, though, is circulate your money amongst yourselves more. But if you think you're going to out money, that's a fool's errand. That's a fool's errand. You're not going to out money. They print it. You're not going to out money them. So what I've been trying to challenge black people to do is get the caves off the pedestal. You can do that. That they can't stop you from doing. There's no, competition. Nobody coming to hold you back from doing so. So get them off the pedestal in your mind, right? Stop engaging in these fucking illusions that they're presenting in front of you. You can do that anytime. But we know November coming. They already talking about who gonna be running for president, who they're gonna vote for, that's gonna bring this country up. Not gonna happen. Not going to happen. The system in which is corrupt cannot be infiltrated from the inside. Y'all know y'all like to do that spook who sat by the door shit. It's really the coon who sat by the door, generally speaking, because money over everything. Capitalism has ruined and eroded our humanity. It's all about money. It's all about how much money you can make. You even connect your value into how much money you can make. You don't have any value if you don't make any money. This is what y'all say to each other as y'all trying to build relationships based on this concept, based on this capitalist ideology. Now it's about whether or not you make six figures. Let me let you in on a little motherfucking secret. Making six figures don't mean shit no more. You need to be making upward towards in the $200,000 a year. Making $100,000 a year might not carry you because they keep raising the price, keep telling you it's inflation, and you keep saying, okay, just inflation. What can we do about that? Everything. You can do everything about that. You can stop that shit right now if you wanted to. You've seen examples of it. You saw it with the UPS workers that went on strike not too long ago, was able to get their motherfucking bread up. They just stopped working. If the working class people, by and large, most of us will stop working, they will come to you with your list of demands. I've been talking about this shit now for 9, 10 years probably. Years. Instead, what we did was we went into overdrive. We went from working one job to two to three. You're going to work 3 jobs and drive Uber and do anything you can on the side as far as hustle, take surveys online, all the stuff that people try to do. Because working one job, working your ass off, isn't enough. And we let these motherfuckers tell us that that ain't enough, and we just keep working ourselves to fucking death. Meanwhile, they just print money. No sweat off their back. Not losing no sleep, not tired as fuck, not trying to work while they sick, can't figure out who the fuck gonna get the kids, because daycare and all this type of shit, the child care is crazy as fuck. It's rent by itself. And you carry that stress. We all carry that stress. But they've been able to make that make sense to us. That's what we are. Now, Palestine, Israel, choose a side. Democrat, Republican, which side you on, choose a side. Then they keep talking about, the country is going down. No, it's not. That last day's talk. No, it's not. This shit gonna keep rolling. As long as we keep participating, it ain't nothing gonna happen. Ain't no caveman coming out the sky to save you niggas, and the country just not gonna implode on itself. That's not gonna happen. We've been waiting for the collapse of America for far too long. That's not real. That can't be what you continue to be waiting on. That's not going to happen. It's not going to collapse because we keep working. As long as we work, it's not going to collapse, period. As long as you keep participating, it's not going to collapse. You can keep dreaming of a collapse. You can keep dreaming for the fucking rapture. Either way, not going to happen. That's the reality of it. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. This is why I tell black people, liberate your mind, stop cooning. You can do that. Nothing's stopping you, whether America falls or not. And now they want to say, you know, well, these motherfuckers might attack us. There may be some terrorist attacks. They've been talking about terrorism for years now. I, for one, don't give a fuck. If I'm in the building and that bitch blow up, then a building just blew up. I know there's nothing I can do. I know there's no amount of fear I can have that's going to save me. Fear works, though. This is why they're constantly promoting that fear on us. Fear keeps people in line. It keeps people in control. It works. The same tactics work. The reason that they work is because we don't push back against the government. We just think we're going to put somebody else inside the government and get no change. Every time we do this. It was Obama, wasn't Obama. Then it was, well, Trump got in, y'all lost y'all mind. Y'all made Trump the face of racism. Ridiculous. Because America, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated. The caveman and his mama, they the face of racism. The Arab, them bitches are the face of racism. Donald Trump is just another motherfucker. Y'all made him the face. So then when Joe Biden came along, y'all took a deep breath, like, whoo, wait and exhale. Almost like on some, you done ran for, had a long ass day and you finally get home and take your shoes off. That's what y'all did when Joe Biden got in there. I knew that we didn't understand. What the fuck? How the hell do you take a breath of, think you about to take a breath of fresh air when Joe Biden get in there? Who the fuck is Joe Biden? Who has he been for black people? Nothing. But anti, right? But y'all thought that was great. And now y'all think again that a motherfucker about to come in here, since now y'all don't like Joe Biden, because every time y'all vote for a president and y'all start seeing they ain't doing shit, then y'all be mad. I think it's the weirdest shit ever made. Then y'all will be mad. Y'all voted for his ass. You still believe in that construct. And thus, you're going to always be disappointed. You still believe. The only people that's going to be okay, the only people that's going to be happy are the rich, because this country is ran by the rich. People who make, 200K, 300K, 500K, those people, they don't give a fuck who the president is. Only thing they be concerned about is who's going to tax them the hardest. That's all they care about. They're not really worried about policies and don't none of that shit affect them. All they worry about is how much of my money you gonna take. That's their concern. That be what they worried about. Now, this done started getting dark out here. I'm trying to get maybe get a little light. That's the only thing that rich people and people that are well-to-do, if you will, that's all they worried about. Who gonna tax us? How hard they gonna tax us? Right? They could give a fuck less about policy because they know policy doesn't affect them. They know that. Policy affects the working class people because we allow ourselves to be hoed. That's what we do. Right? And then black people, a particular type of ignorant, as you're choosing sides and saying Palestine versus Israel and Hamas and all this little shit y'all talking about, even though they're both anti-black, I'm watching you niggas, and I knew, even though I've been gone for 2 months, these conversations y'all have about relationships and the construct of such and who deserves what and Cheesecake Factory now, like, y'all niggas is on a whole new level of fuckery and idiocy. It's a new layer. Like when I thought this was the top, I thought what I was seeing was the top. And then this was niggas getting online, black men talking shit about black women talking shit about black men. Now you niggas y'all are doing this. I thought at best y'all would just level out, kind of plateau out. No, you niggas said, hold my beer. You thought we was dumb then. Watch this. Shout out to my nigga Usher, right? Watch this. They did the Usher shit, right? This is what niggas did to me. Niggas, let me tell you something about black folk. Black folk, no matter what the fuck going on, no matter how coonish or ridiculous I think we looking, I feel like they're always in my face like this. Like, I feel like they're always like, nigga, you, okay, watch this. Now you niggas is talking about restaurants, who deserves dates, who don't deserve dates. List. You niggas is online making lists. This niggas always in my face trolling me. I feel like my people just be trolling me like all day. Just, nigga, watch this. I'm gonna show your ass. Not young folk. Because, a lot of times what older black people like to do is say, well, these kids is crazy. Look at how they act. No. It ain't the kids. It's they mom and daddy and them. It's you. All in my face like this. All day long. Wow. Rob, you think this, nigga, you thought we hated each other then? Well, let me show you something what I'm doing now. Now you motherfuckers as lonely as you are, and everybody wants to lie about how lonely they are. So now you're lonely, working yourself unto death to try to pay these motherfucking bills in this capitalist system. And then you niggas is want to run around and pick sides and wars that ain't got nothing to do with you. This is what we doing with our time. Then I'm on YouTube looking at black people have these fucking videos, these podcast conversations. They're always about the same stuff. How many times can you listen to the same shit over and over again? I thought niggas would get tired. And you know what niggas did? Niggas said, watch this. I thought y'all would be tired by now. Niggas aren't tired. This conversation is every day. All day. It never stops. About relationships. Sex. Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. Their relationship. We even get consumed with other people's relationships. Blueface and Christine Rock. I'm more inclined to believe she's smoking them at this point. Yeah, I'm more inclined to believe that she's smoking them at this point. But these are the people. Jada and Will, what they doing? Look at Will, he being victimized, man. He need to leave that woman. She in love with Tupac. Now, okay. All right, niggas. Now we know what you would do. We know how you feel. But Will Smith himself is standing right next to Jada Pinkett Smith. Ain't that something? No matter what the fuck y'all talking about, he's standing right there with her. As she does the interviews and everything, he's standing right there with her. And this is what y'all want to talk about. Have think pieces about this. You are the loneliest you've ever been. Clearly this conversation isn't yielding any positive results, but y'all still having it. Y'all still having it. How is that possible? Why don't we learn? I mean, the definition of insanity at this point, right? This conversation yields nothing. In real life, you get who you get with, and you make it work or you don't. If you're going to get to 20 years about your grandparents, what was the secret to our grandparents and what they had? They stayed. 2 words. Ain't no deep secret. There is no scroll. There is no book. They stayed. That's it. That's all. There is no treasure trove of knowledge that's in there. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't know what the fuck people be talking about. They stayed simple. I see black people talking about this shit, and this is how I know there is no place for me. I feel so disconnected from black people. As much as I love black people, I feel disconnected, and not just from black people, really from the entire planet. Like, I feel disconnected. I live with that void inside of me on a daily basis, and that's just from me to you. I live with that void inside of me every day. I wake up with that void inside of me every day. I don't understand people. I don't understand the things that we get into. I don't understand how we've allowed this thing to get this far gone. I be, uh, 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 I feel detached. I deal with that every day. It ain't led me to no depression. I ain't taking no fucking pills. And I doubt a therapist gonna be able to tell me any goddamn thing. So I haven't turned to any type of therapy because I don't think they can help me and how I feel. The only thing that helps me is sometimes running into people or even knowing people or, being able to communicate with people that feel the same way. That's my therapy. And like I said, even if I ain't talking to y'all on here, I'm like this in real life. So this is what I'm doing every day, all day. This is who I am. But that feeling, that void within me, it exists at all times, no matter what's happening, right? Because when I look at us and how we present online, when niggas has always hit me with the watch this, that shit is tough for me. That shit's tough for me. I'm not gonna lie. And I know I'm here. I can't necessarily escape from here in any natural way. You can off your motherfucking self but I got, shit to do here. I got kids and shit, I got to at least try to make sure that they not as dumb as the people that exist in this reality, that they're not as sheep-minded as the people are in this reality. That keeps me grounded and connected as well. But I got a void in me, and it's been there for so long, and I deal with that. And I don't know if that takes, and I don't know if it applies to, as people talk about mental health. Most people talking about childhood traumas and things that they've been through in their childhood. There isn't really much help for. This reality is trash. The people are trash. The stuff that, we suffer through is trash. And we don't seem to want to do much of anything about it outside of trashing each other online, proving that black men are trash or proving that black women are trash. That shit destroys me every day. And the void, I don't understand even how it makes sense to us. I don't get it. And I understand everybody's using it for entertainment. It's entertainment fodder. People get online and, they're able to, find these broken ass women, find these broken ass men, and they're able to create groups or movements based on these broken coon ass people. They're able to do that. And that bothers me. It does. It discourages me. I'm being real with y'all. I don't, y'all see I ain't been on here a whole lot. I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm be honest with y'all. It discourages the fuck out of me. What's important. What seems to be important to black people, in particular when we're dealing with online. And as we sit here and devalue one another on a pretty much daily basis, there's a competition as to, well, I can devalue you, watch me do it, and then you're going to retaliate by devaluing him or her. And this is the back and forth that goes on with black people on a pretty much daily basis. And the caveat is black people love it. and particularly in social media spaces, because I do understand the separation of the internet from reality, and many of us don't get that. Now, the new happy is fake happy. That's the new happy. The new happy is fake happy. Y'all get online and act like you okay. Act like you love hating niggas. Act like you love hating women. Meanwhile, you are lonely, you are sad, and it's a fucking facade. The internet is used as a place where people can come be fake. That's all it is. For people can come put on. It's a fucking facade. The new happy is fake happy. When I listen to y'all talk about each other, y'all don't talk about liking each other. Y'all don't talk about liking each other or nothing like that. We don't talk about none of that. We don't talk about our relationships being built on black pride, which I've said to y'all many times. We ain't talking about nothing like that. It's going to be built on how much you make a year. Y'all look at each other based on how much you make a year. And then what you're not even realizing is whatever you making now, they could fuck around and up the ante next year, and now it don't even matter. Because all I gotta do is keep raising the prices up, meanwhile not paying you a livable wage. But you're not going on strike. Y'all's love or whatever the fuck y'all doing in y'all relationship, it ain't making you do that. It ain't making you strike. It's not making you stand up for your motherfucking self. It's not doing any of that. But this is what we like to talk about. So, honestly, I don't feel like it's really even a place for motherfuckers like me. I don't do this to entertain y'all. I'm not trying to go viral and all this shit. I'm just speaking real shit to my people, showing y'all you don't have to be a coon to live. That's it. There ain't much space for that. You got to be selling black liberation. I got to be charging motherfuckers an exorbitant amount of money to come speak and talk to them. This is what black people are. They more into that. Because for the longest they talked about the revolution won't be televised. Now, the revolution comes with a price tag. Selling black liberation. I mean, it's so... But I understand that's what black people like, so I stay out the way. Young folks saying that shit, I'm out the way, right? Young folks saying that shit these days, that's been the mode and the mindset I've been. Let me just stay out the way. Let me let black people coon in peace. Because I know ain't nobody thinking about this shit the way I'm thinking about this shit. I got this constant nagging in my soul at all times, this void inside of me. And, most of our people don't really relate to that because we've tried to make sense of this reality best way we can. Best way we can. Podcasts about the same shit every day. Poverty shaming each other every day. Poverty shaming and taking over so far. Now you got motherfuckers faking about how much money they make. Now that's not a new phenomenon. People will pretend that they got money, pretend that they live in a certain lifestyle just to not be looked at as broke. I wish we saw ourselves as broke outside of money, because if you ask me, black people are broke. It's just right here though. It's right here. We broke as fuck. But I ain't talking about money. I'm not talking about this generational wealth y'all trying to create, you pass down to your kids and all that shit. Okay, all that. We broke right here. Don't know. That's not an insult though. You tell a nigga he don't got on the right clothes, he ain't got on the right shoes, he don't make enough money, he don't drive the right car. This woman, she can't pay her bills. Broke money. That's the shaming point. Us being broke right here don't bother nobody. Don't nobody have an issue with that. That's okay. But we're trying to build relationships even though we broke. And I ain't talking about money. We broke as fuck. The ideas we have don't make any sense. They don't even, when I'm listening to some of this commentary surrounding relationships, or whether it be, you know, a woman trying to advise women, typically women that are trying to advise women are doing it from a place of hurt. So they're telling women, you know, fuck these niggas, you don't need these niggas. You don't need men, period. And then men are like, well, fuck these women, you only need them for one thing. Sex, right? And you think that, well, we believe clearly that this rhetoric is going to bring people together. We really believe that. When I'm sitting out here and I'm keeping up with everything. Everything that goes on out here, I'm keeping up with it. And I watch how we respond to everything that's happening. And black people, you are broke. But it ain't because you drive a Honda. It ain't because you only make $18 an hour. It's because your mind is broken. And we think presenting and creating all this discord amongst each other is going to elevate our people in some type of way. Well, I can't say we think that, because I don't even know if we care about that. Let me double back real quick. I don't even think we care about elevating our people. I don't think that's something that's important to us, because we don't care about these kids that are sitting out here watching us conduct ourselves this way. We don't even think about them or how this is going to affect them and the climate that's created. We don't even think about that, because it's not that we can't blame the kids, because it's us. It's us. And I understand, again, I know this type of conversation isn't popular on a YouTube. Doesn't matter. YouTube has no space for this. It's for entertainment purposes. It don't really have a space for real talk. And then what people deeming as real talk is just talking about relationships. What women do, how annoying they are. What men do, how annoying they are. That's real to us. That's the only conversation in which be real, right? Us just being real. It doesn't apply outside of the relationship conversation. And that keeps me discouraged. And that void, I don't think it'll ever be filled in this lifetime. I really don't. I don't think that people understand. I think we just want to be entertained. We're going to go to work, be entertained, and that's about all we want to do. Talk about politics like we know or believe politics is a real thing. Like it's not just a big ass money game, which is what it really is. I don't think we get it. I bet money they about to be shaming. They about to be shaming y'all for not voting, or for voting one way or another. That shit about to work. All the games they played during COVID, we ain't even held them accountable for that. Y'all be talking about holding motherfuckers accountable. That's one thing that kills me. Like, y'all, I hear so much accountability talk, and there is no accountability talk for this government. None. Y'all want to hold other random regular people accountable for what? That's the dumbest shit ever to me. Hold them accountable for what? What about the government? The games they played with you during COVID. Like, and here we are at this point. No accountability for them. Y'all want to hold each other accountable every day, all day over the stupidest shit. Over relationship shit. I'm talking about, I don't think there's no space for the shit I gotta say. There ain't no space for it. I don't think a space has been carved out for it yet. Not saying it won't ever be, but right now there's no space for it. I ain't selling you niggas nothing. I ain't got no classes for you niggas. And the fact that, you know, a lot of you, these men out here, they still begging for submission. And the women are telling these niggas they not gonna get it from them because they bitch ass niggas or whatever like that. Like, there's no space for real conversations. There's no space. There's no space. And I think that's the fact that keeping it real is now just talking about relationships and trashing the other sex. Then I think that's so sad. I think that's so sad. So there's no space for me. And to do this with y'all, I gotta do it in my would-be free time. And typically in my free time, I want to relax. But I know ain't no space been carved out for me yet. Not right now. Not right now. I'm not coming on here telling you niggas how to make money. We allow ourselves to be scammed, something terrible. Capitalism feeds the notion that you must be making money. These scammers use that ideology to know they can sell you a course promising you're going to make money, or real estate. Look at your boy, DJ Envy right now. He fucked up in the game with that bullshit. But it's that capitalistic mindset that leads to people being able to be scammed because everybody's trying to figure out a way to make more money. It feeds that. It feeds it creates the victims. It creates the victims. It makes scammers' job light. The society creates the pressure, puts you in a pressure cooker. Somebody comes along and say, hey, I got ways you can make some money real quick, real fast, real easy like, and people fall for those scams. Hey, you won you won $5,000, click this. Poor old people. Poor old people. Like, poor old people. They'll open an email and get their information up so easy, like, give it up, like, yeah, let me see, like, poor old people. But that's why people getting scammed. Now, of course, I be sitting back shaking my head, but it's capitalism has done forced people into a situation where they're always looking for a way to make more money. Because you're not making a livable wage. You be making $20 an hour right now. You still gonna be struggling. You still gonna be struggling. That's what we need to be talking about. What y'all do in y'all relationships don't really matter. Some shit work, some shit don't. Some of y'all ain't worth a fuck. But don't nobody want to deal with that part. Everybody's worthy on the internet. Everybody is worthy on this internet. A lot of y'all ain't worth a fuck. That's just the fact that it matters. A lot of you ain't worth a damn. But on the internet, everybody's worthy, everybody's great, everybody's perfect. It's a facade. It's a mirage. Now, here's what I'm going to do, because I've been running my mouth for like an hour. First of all, let me say, if you fucking with me and you follow me through here, put a B123 in the chat. As you guys that are rocking with me right now, understand that B123 is a lifestyle. It's an understanding about how all this shit works and how all these things are interconnected. Race, money, sexuality, relationships. It's all connected. It's all connected. Everything is. And understanding how it's connected is a part of the mindset. That's why I come on here and try to show how it's all connected. In layman's terms, very common sense, practical understandings. And since I ain't said it in a while, I'll say it again here. Black men and women, you ain't going no motherfucking where without each other. You don't get to advance without each other. You don't get to a higher position without each other. Period. You're not going to make it nowhere without each other. Period. You don't shine if she don't shine. You don't shine if he don't shine. Y'all supposed to shine together. And I know there's no space for that on this internet, on this YouTube, in this so-called black YouTube. Ain't no space for that. But I'm telling you, y'all not going to win. Y'all not going to win without each other. You're not. And you've been trying now for decades. You've been making the attempt to win without each other. That has been a fool's errand. It doesn't work. It's time for you to change it up. It's really past time. It's time for you to change this shit up. Swap this shit out. Now I'm going to be looking at y'all's comments now. Y'all can ask me questions. Whatever questions you want. Right now, I'm here for y'all. If you want me to go into something, if I know about it, we can talk about it. I'll take your comments. Again, I really appreciate everybody who sends me messages of encouragement, who's wondering how I'm doing, worried about me. Don't worry about me. It's okay. Don't worry. Now, you can miss a nigga, but don't be worried. Like, it's okay. I'm good out here. I'm faring way better than a lot of people. And you know, I'm doing better than a lot of us. And that's not something that I'm not sitting here bragging, because I worked my motherfucking ass off to do so. But that's not something I'm not going to get on a high horse and shame my people or anything like that. But I'm doing better than a lot of us. And I hate that. I hate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to stunt and call my people broke. I hate that. I hate that we struggle so hard in this life. And then we try to get relationships out. Like, it's not easy work. It's not. And the stuff people talking about is not going to lead you to being in a successful, productive relationship with another person of the opposite sex. It's not going to do it. The stress from struggling, the stress from capitalism that we let go understated, or we let go understated rather. We don't even, the stress from that, having functional relationships when that's the system in place, good luck. Good luck. Mad love to you, Meek. Mad love to you. Say, oh my God, Rob, I was thinking about you. Happy to see you. I just got here, B123. Mad love to you. Mad love for thinking about me. Mad love to anybody that I done crossed their mind. Like, damn, I wonder what Rob would think about this bullshit these niggas is doing, like, right here. Like, wonder what Rob would think about this. Mad love to you. Fine Goddess says, have you thought about starting your own business? Absolutely. I think about it all the time. It just requires a certain amount of capital. If you want to have a successful business, understand things about businesses. When people are pushing to you about businesses, one of the things that black people do, and it's a flaw, is they rush business. They rush into entrepreneurship. You need to be in a position where you can be in making zero to no profits for I want to say at least a 2-3 years time. You got to be able to be in the red for some years. You got to be able to carry that. That's why a lot of people, when they go out here and try to start these businesses, they end up going belly up. They end up being a problem because they rushed it. I'm not rushing. I'm not rushing mine. I'm not rushing. I'm taking my time. And if that's in the cards for me, then that's what I'll do. But that's not a safe net. We look at entrepreneur. Well, Society and some of these entrepreneurs has pushed that as a safety net. We push that as a safety net. Entrepreneurship is not a safety net in capitalism, period. Because you can lose your entire business at any given time. COVID taught people that, or should have taught people that. You can lose your business at any time. There's no safety net in starting your own business. Not telling you that you can't do it. Not telling you that you shouldn't do it. But the way that I hear people talk about it is just not sincere. It's not sincere at all. Unless you have the capital and able to take those losses. You got to be careful. You got to be careful with that. That's all. Liberated Soul Rebel says, I'm going to run my question back. Where the hell you been, man? Was hoping you and the fam been good. Oh, man, I'm great. I've been good, man. I've been good out here working. Out here working. Out here working. I ain't been on YouTube like that because I just don't feel like there's no space for me. Not yet. I don't know what it's going to take for niggas to come be in searching for this type of commentary where we're holding ourselves accountable for the coon shit that we be on. 'Cause I think that's why people don't really like my stuff like that, because you got to look at yourself. I did it. I challenge everybody else to do it. I don't accept anything. Any excuse a nigga have, I don't hear it. Like, basically motherfuckers be telling me, I got a coon to make it. And I know you don't. I know you don't, because I'm faring better than a lot of black people, and I'm no coon. I'm no coon ever. So, man, I just been out here working, letting black people coon in peace. That's what I've been doing. That's how I've been doing. That's what I've been doing, but I've been great. No complaints. We're out here working hard. My kids, they're great. They're good. Doing good in school and stuff, man. I couldn't be like, I ain't shit going on. I mean, I feel, when I talk to y'all about that void I feel inside, that ain't going nowhere. I don't think it's going to. I think I'm going to live with this. It's going to be one of those things. Ain't no pills for it. Ain't nobody to talk to about it. I'm going to just live with that I feel on the inside. Like, the only thing I can do is, try to meet people that think the same way. But that's about all I can do, because it's tough for me, the way I look at this life. Mia says, Rob, I truly have missed your live videos. Over the past 10 years, you have truly evolved, and it's so admirable, and it has impacted me in ways you wouldn't know. I have much respect for you. Mad love to you. Mad love, because you heard me. Like, that's the thing. You heard me. You listened to me. Like, I admire you for doing that, because I know I'm difficult. I know I'm hard. I know it, I know it's very, very difficult to hear and to, craft and build your mind into being a certain way. So mad love to you. And you a woman? Mad love to you, Mia. I promise you. It is me that appreciates you. I can promise you that. I can promise you that. Mike said, Mike Lawrence said, I was like, fam must finally got tired of black folk. Man, tired. I'm thinking black folk trolling me at this point. Like, ain't no way we want to conduct ourselves like this year in and year out. You niggas told me y'all was going to have a year of awakening. I heard that from the religious aspect of it. The Israelite, these, coon ass niggas. I heard them talking about the years is up, the curse is lifted. Then you had the Zodiac niggas talking about we getting superpowers, and then it was the age of Aquarius, and niggas is gonna be waking up, and I was like, all that was lies. Like, every bit of that was lies. Black folk ain't. No, they not. Only thing these niggas is doing is finding new and different creative ways to talk shit about each other. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That is it. That is all. G Jones says, I follow you on Facebook. Tough, bro. B123 Shrug Life. It's good to see you. Hey, mad love to you, brother. It's good to see you. It's good to be seen. I'm good out here. And I ain't been cooning. Good, no coon shit. And shrug life, people ain't ready for that. Shrug life is an entire, that's an ideology. Like, people ain't ready for that. People are still doing their Jesus thing. And, you know, people still doing their Jesus thing. So what can you do? The background is too dark. My bad, Linda. It's dark. It's dark outside. I'm outside inside of my truck. So, you know, I can't really do too much about that. I apologize. I apologize about it being dark in here. I apologize about that. Where's the food? Says Rob, have you heard about the black man who got shot coming from a sporting event by 2 Asians? I have not heard about that. I did hear about the black man that was hit with a patrol car by some cops in Mississippi. The black mom found out they had killed and buried her son, and she thought he was a missing persons. Come to find out, they done murked her son off and buried him, and she had no knowledge. I heard about that. I didn't hear about that, though. But a black man getting taken out here by some fucking racists, that's just, it's so par the course for being a black person in this country. This is why I tell black people, you need to be hyper vigilant about your surroundings, where you're going, who you're going to be around. You need to be hyper vigilant. Because I don't think we even stand to risk us not being hyper vigilant. It ain't got to do. Niggas always want to tell me like, man, no, I can't be on that shit like that. Be on what shit? Be on what? Acknowledging the fact that this country is fucking anti-black, its citizens are anti-black, and your life, somebody can take it and no one gives a fuck. That's not be on no shit. That's a reality. That's not me making it up. That's not a conspiracy theory. It's a reality. I tell black people to keep your motherfucking head on the swivel at all times, period. I don't care what the fuck going on. I don't care. And teach your children the same. That's not teaching them to be racist. That's teaching them who they are. And because of who they are, how this country is going to treat them. That's preparation for your black child. You don't get to raise your black child like they're not black. Y'all done tried that. Many niggas done tried that. Send your kid to an all-white school. Look what's happening. The story about the one young black brother, about his hair, he got locks or something like that. And his mom is now saying that, you know, he's suffering mentally because she's forcing him to stay in that situation. Black people love forcing ourselves and our children into places that they're going to go through terror. It's not safer around white people. And I don't even know where you niggas got that from. Keep your head on the swivel at all times. Look, I'll be going up to, let's say, New Hampshire, Rhode Island. Nothing but caves. Nothing but caves. And I present like this. Nothing but caves. I keep my head on a swivel. I keep my head on a swivel at all times. And I don't feel bad about it. I don't feel like it's inappropriate. I feel like because of the reality I was born into, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. I have no choice. Nia said, honestly, Rob, I thought you up and got married and was like, let me fade into black on these folks, on these fools. Man, listen. It's so hard to even run into or find a black woman. And when I'm saying black woman, I'm not trying to single black women out. It's really black person. But if you care about the stuff that I care about, you're going to be hard pressed. Black people coon too much. And black women coon at a level, it's out of control. It's a whole lot of coon shit going on out here. And people don't care about that. That's why they argue about 50-50s and little silly ass shit about the marriages or the marriage rate, divorce. That's why they talk about all that stupid shit, because nobody's building this shit on black pride. That shit don't matter to anybody. It doesn't matter. It's not on these lists. Have y'all seen these lists? It's not on the list. Everybody making lists, but that shit ain't on the list. It's not on there. Don't nobody care nothing about that. Jay talking about Linda trying to see something. Linda is not giving a fuck about seeing nothing from no me. Linda ain't trying to see nothing. Don't be saying that. Don't be saying that. Linda is not trying to see nothing. Deshaun Williams says, "Not to see you again, Rob. Never lose faith, brother. More of us are waking up day by day. The Democrats are losing the black crowd due to no reparations or any other tangibles in the community." Man, listen, I haven't given up faith per se, but the energy that I give to it, I'm reassessing that. I'm reassessing. Because again, I act like this in real life. This is a real thing. So the energy I give to it, I'm reassessing that. But even if the Democrats do lose the vote or the black vote, niggas still gonna vote. It doesn't matter. We refuse to unplug from the matrix. We should refuse to unplug from it. And that's when I'll know that we waking up, is when niggas unplug. When they throw down Cave Jesus and throw down this cave ass system, then I'll know. When we doing that in mass, then I'll know. But I'm telling you, all I see is niggas online arguing about relationships. In real life, I don't see it as much. Okay? Don't see it as much. It's you know, it's something that I look out here and I see us and we engage in that conversation, and it's tough. It's tough for me. It's tough for me. It's tough for me. I ain't gonna lose faith, but the energy I got to come in here, man, listen. Man, listen. And I know we still doing what we doing? Was it FBA and ADOS? So we still doing all that shit too? I ain't kept up with that part. I know that now niggas is arguing about being who the real Jews is. It's the Israel and Palestine conflict. Now it's arguments about that. And I'm just be like, I'm talking about it drains my soul. What does it matter if you a real Jew? You didn't get them real reparations that the so-called Jews got. It doesn't matter. Like, there's no power in that name. There's no power in that religion. The power is in the mentality that them people have as a unit. Both high to low. It's a mentality that keeps them like this. It don't matter about the banner. It don't matter about the name. We get hung up on the name. It don't matter about that shit. It's the mentality. From their richest would-be Jew to the janitor Jew, they have the same mentality. That's the secret. That's what we fall short. That's what we fall short at every time. But now niggas want to argue about who the goddamn real Jews is. I can't deal with niggas. I can't deal with niggas. At all. Now it's who the real Jews. Who the real Jews? The black man and woman is the real Jews. We are the sons of whoever the fuck. Like, it don't matter, my niggas. It's a mentality that has to permeate through your people from the highest to the lowest. Everywhere you are, there should be one mentality. That's where the power is. It's not in the word black. It's not in African American. It's not in Jew. It's not in Moor. It's not in Israelite. It's not in copper color. It's not in Aboriginal. It's not in any of those names. It is the mentality. It's the mentality. That's where the power is. And we don't have a uniform cultural foundation. We don't. I don't care what nobody say. We don't have one. Because then if we did, it would be in this shit right here. But it's just not. It's just not. Young Alex Rocco says, then if you see things the way they really are and try to explain it to people, they think you're a negative person. No, I'm a realistic person. And if the reality is negative, then it is what it is. Exactly. And I'm glad you got that mentality too, young brother. Because it ain't your fault. I tell people that, how the fuck is this shit my fault? I'm just telling you. Like, I'm telling you what's going on. It's not my fault. It's like this. I wish it wasn't. But since genies ain't real, my wishes don't fucking matter. None of that shit matter. This is just the reality and what it is. Or they'll act like, well, you're not suffering, you're not fully oppressed, so you should be okay. I'm like, man, please. Every working class person in this country should be mad. I don't give a fuck. Should be mad. And should call it how they see it. How the fuck is this country $1.5 trillion in debt, but still giving billions of dollars to other countries? But then when it comes to reparations, them bitches will say they're gonna go broke. They'll say we can't print that much money at one time because it'll cause the value of the dollar to collapse. You hear niggas talking like that, don't you? The dollar is collapsing. Like, how? They keep printing them. Like, it can't collapse unless y'all do something about the printing machine. It's the only way. And then, even if you get rid of that type of money, paper money, the idea of money is still intact because you got your debit, you got your credit, you got your loans, the idea of money. They shooting rent up on people. In a lot of areas, it's unlivable. You can't even, you can't even work one job and make a livable wage to pay your rent. So they hiking the rent up, allowing the rich to buy properties, allowing people that got a lot of money to buy these properties and raise the rent up on people over and over and over again. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. And it just doesn't make any sense. We keep letting it be okay. Girl, they raising the rent up again. We'll just say it in a normal conversation. They stopped talking about gas. Gas was a thing for a while. They lowered it enough to where y'all would shut the fuck up, but it's still too high. They're still making billions a year in profit. While we out here struggling, putting gas in cars to get to the jobs that ain't paying us the money. I'm talking about. And then when you talk about capitalism, people don't understand what you're trying to say about capitalism. Like you're saying money bad. And that's not what it is. It's the system of capitalism that has negatively affected people all over the world. You have to have an underclass. People have to suffer for capitalism to work. They have to. That's the rule, one of the rules of capitalism. That's how it works. So I'm anti-capitalism. And people don't like that. Not because I'm poor, not because I'm out here struggling to pay my rent, but because I see what the system of capitalism, what it's done to us in so many different areas. So many different areas. And now, romance. It's done tore y'all relationships up. Now you can't even respect a man or a woman and they ain't making a certain amount of money. Like, what the fuck are we even talking about here? Like, it's their fault. Like, they set the wage up. Like, they wouldn't be rich if they just could be. That is not real. I get so tired of us putting these unrealistic standards. Like, everybody not gonna make no damn six figures. And if it was, then six figures, like, it's kind of creeping towards that now. But $200,000 a year don't mean shit if you need $500,000 a year to live. It's dumb. And we don't realize how stupid that is. It's dumb. Poor could be 200K. It could be. Because, they move these numbers whenever they get ready. Poor could be that. And now you need 500K. Now you need $1 million a year. Now that's the normal. Now I want me a 7-figure nigga. The rest of you niggas broke. That'll be the conversation. It don't make any sense. Shifting and moving this needle and it don't make no damn sense. It makes no sense. Linda Galloway, you're absolutely right. If we don't work together as a team, it won't work. Nothing. And that's been proven. It ain't even no if. It's more so your statement is because we haven't worked together as a team, we are what we are. Period. It's because, not if. Because that's a foregone conclusion now. Like, ain't no if. This is the effects of us not working together. This is the effects of us trusting this government and going wherever the fuck they want us to go. Following in behind these celebrities. This is the result. We already there. These are the consequences of us not working together. It's the consequence. Now we dealing with the consequences. Period. That's what we are right now. Here's what it look like when black men and women think that we gonna outgrow each other and be in a competition to make money over each other. Mia says, I do want to ask, do you think the female rap era is also an impact on how men feel about women now? I don't personally think that, but a lot of these guys that share their ideas about women and are all negative, they're bitch ass niggas anyway. So they'll use female rap to justify the mentality, but they already had that before female rap devolved into what it is now. They had these same ideas. Again, y'all know I've been on YouTube for a while. There's been niggas trashing black women before Sexy Red came along, before Suki Hana came along. They just use these bitches now as a model for what black women are, and this is why I'm gonna trash black women. It's just it don't matter. They could have never showed up. Now, is female rap trash? Absolutely. It's complete trash. It's complete trash. But I don't think that's affecting how men, real men that live in the real world, I don't think it's because they know damn well women aren't walking around acting like or looking like, unless you go into certain areas, you may find that. But by and large, and generally speaking, women ain't out here acting like no goddamn these female rappers. That's not what's happening out here. These men that talk about that shit just use that as an excuse to trash women. That's all it is. They need that. They use that. Before they showed up, there was articles and stuff that men would use. Well, these black women, because y'all don't, I mean, again, I've been on YouTube, dealing with YouTube for a minute. All they would do before that is just find articles about women that's doing some fucked up shit, and they would use those articles. They was just doing that. Same thing. They're still doing it. They're still doing the same shit. They're still doing the same shit. It don't matter. Like, the people who hate each other, they don't need much of a excuse, or they're going to use any example they find. Because I don't know if y'all remember when guys were making videos and they would just pull up articles. Some black woman done something fucked up, and they'll say, well, here go black women. They made a whole channel and stuff that was dedicated to that type of shit. And then women came along and say, now they'll find articles about men. Okay, this is black men. This is what they doing. This is how they act. So, fuck them. They ain't shit. You know, it just... Now, I do fear people say that these people are industry plants. I think if you don't allow that shit to affect you, it can't affect... There's nothing that's going to be presented to me that's going to tell me about black women as far as the media or celebrities are concerned. I've been dealing with black women all my life. Period. I've been dealing with black women all my life. There's been some trash ones. There's been some great ones. That's reality. Like, that is the human experience. You know what I'm saying? So we refuse to look at each other from a human perspective. So we trash each other per our blackness. Well, black women do this. Black men do this. Even though everybody else in the world can do it, we'll single each other out. That's our flaw in how we speak to humanity, human beings, human coupling, human love, romance. That's the flaw in how we talk. Because then it become black women, specifically, they're the worst. Black men, specifically, they're the worst. That's the flaw in how we talk. And nobody else, if you pay attention, nobody else talks like that. You're not going to listen to a cave white man podcaster single out white women. You're not going to listen to a cave bitch podcaster single out white men. They're going to say men. They're going to say women. Because they are on code enough to not single each other out and make it seem as though they themselves, based on their whiteness, they are dysfunctional. They're not going to do that. That's something that black people do for reasons I don't understand. I don't get it. Because me, let's say I was talking about something, women or women be naggy as fuck sometimes. I'm not going to say black women be naggy Because that's not something that's specific to black women. That's not specific at all to black women. Black women got fucked up attitudes. No, sometimes women have fucked up attitudes. It's not specific to black women. We single each other out because we hate each other so goddamn much. And there is a crowd that comes to hear that rhetoric, that comes to hear that type of commentary. That's why we single each other out, because we some fucking coons. That's why. That's why we single each other out like that. When you make it specific like that. They don't, white people who talk about relationships or the modern man, modern woman, when they talk like that, they don't say black or they don't say white. They don't make it about their race. They're not going to do that because they understand what that means for their people. Black people don't understand what that's meant for us, which we should by now. All it is creating a rift between us, but we don't understand it from that perspective. And we love it. Oh my God. We love it. We love hearing black women get trashed and called hoes and bitches and told that they aren't worth a fuck as mothers. We love hearing black men being told they ain't worth a fuck. They don't build nothing. You a broke ass nigga. All you do is go to prison. People love that. We love that. We love consuming that type of shit. Something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with us. I can't engage in that type of rhetoric because I know it's not real. I get called a simp for sticking up for black women when I know lies are being told. I get told that, you know, I'm only giving a fuck about black men when I speak up for black men when I know there's lies being told. We allow the society to lie on us and then we'll come tell lies on us too. We don't care. Or we'll stereotype each other and make it seem like we're only one way. We do that work. White folk, Fox News and all, and they can sit this shit out now. They done did the work. They laid the foundation and we carrying the fucking baton. That's what we are. And we like that shit. People, they open up YouTube just to hear somebody trash the opposite sex. That's the only reason they open it up. It ain't doing much else. They open it up specifically for that. We do that. We're entertained by that. And we ain't looked at ourselves yet and called ourselves broke because of that. Broke right here. Like, nigga, yeah. Y'all broke. Because you log in onto just to hear somebody trash black men. You log on to just to hear somebody trash black women. You want that. That excites you. You support people who do that. And no one looks at that as fine. God, says exactly. It's like a curse my people have. And it's not a curse that black people are trying to break. It's not a generational curse that we're trying to break at all. They'll go back to the 90s. They'll talk about, you know, black men and women talking about each other like this in the 90s. That's when it started. It's 2023. This isn't a generational curse that niggas, they don't even care about breaking this one. As long as their kids got money, they can be self-haters. They can hate each other, hate black men, hate black women. We're not trying to do anything about that. We're not trying to do anything about bridging that gap between us. The generational curse we want to break is money. That's the only one. Not our mentality. We don't mind staying broke right here. We want to make sure our kids got a couple dollars or a house. And as long as they got that, then we broke the generational curse. We broke right here. And that's the generational curse that black people not only don't even acknowledge, we have no interest in breaking it at all. No interest. We huddle up, like everybody comes running. I see black people just coming, running together to huddle around a device to listen to us trash each other. That's what we do. This is how I know ain't no space for me. Like, ain't no space for no balanced perspective. There is no space for that. People don't like that shit. That's not what's going to be popular. That's not what's going to be spread. That's not what's going to go viral. There is no space for a balanced perspective. Because I know black men and women both are some fucking coons. And therefore, I don't know how y'all sit around talking about each other. Y'all both in the same boat. No pun intended. Y'all in the same fucking boat. Yeah, y'all both coons. You both self-hating ass coons. You making go start your business and make some money. You making go to college and get you a degree. You still a coon. Both of y'all. That's how I talk. And people don't like that. People like for people to pick a side. Or, decide that, well, I'm this, so I'll talk about immigrants. People love the verses of it all. We love the verses of it all. I'll come on here and down immigrants and act like immigrants done caused my life to be affected so greatly. So I'll just talk shit about immigrants all day. But we like shit like that. Young Alex says, if you look at 99% of these podcasters talking about men and women in the most extreme way, you can tell they were just corny growing up and had no success with men and women themselves. Absolutely. I don't even see how people listen to these people. I don't get it. They wasn't getting no pussy like that. They ain't never been that. Never. Not one time. Never, not one time. But this is the people you taking advice from. Okay. Y'all go ahead. I ain't had no type problems like that with women in my life. Now, have I done ran into women that was, fucked up, extra, or had bad attitudes, or was on some bullshit? Yeah, but goddamn, that's life. These motherfuckers act like it is some unique thing. Like, people is fucked up. Humans have been trying to work out being together since the beginning of time. Men and women been trying to coexist peacefully since the beginning of time. It's been a struggle. It's not a new struggle. It's not a new issue. Not a new issue at all. Mike says, what I'm noticing in real life now is that people seem to be copying and pasting other people's views on black men and women onto themselves and just regurgitating narrative. Absolutely. Absolutely. People be out here talking all this shit. All this shit. But still, some of them be in full-blown relationships with somebody else that's black, or in their relationship, they out here just trying to ruin everybody else's shit. Or they carrying those narratives, speaking like they done went through that shit. Like, you ain't even go through that. You ain't go through that. That hasn't been your experience. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Has someone hurt you that is in your race? Good chance. But it's like that across the board. That's not specific to black people. But we'll take that, and that'll be the fuel in which we run on. And then we'll say fuck each other based on that. Even if it ain't even real shit. Just to be in comment sections typing like, fuck these niggas or fuck these hoes. Like, that shit dumb to me. It's dumb to me. And it's not yielding any results. Because a lot of these people that do these podcasts, they like they're the most pragmatic, logical, practical, empirical, data. Well, look at reality. Regardless of the data, what you should see is this shit not working. What y'all talking about don't work. What y'all talking about ain't bringing nobody together. So if you are as logical as you claim, as you spread your logic, then you would show that logic as well. This shit we're doing isn't working at all. We ain't looked around and decided that yet. And to me, that's a part of the problem when people are having these conversations. That's like, what the fuck are you doing? You're wasting your time. But I understand that people do this for, they do it for entertainment purposes. They do it for entertainment purposes. It's not real. It's not real at all. What'd you say? Well, each time says, Rob, you should get a candle or flashlight for your next dark night when you're on YouTube. I got flashlights and candles in this bitch. What y'all can't see my face good enough? Is that what it is? What y'all want to see my face for anyway? Like, what y'all want to see my face for anyway? Right, rolling, exactly. That's a damn good point. What Mike Lawrence is saying is like when Sierra made that song about strong, independent women, all while being in a whole damn marriage. Exactly. Pushing that narrative out. Just like Beyonce's done it several times too. And these hoes out here talking about they won't stay with a man if he cheat. Meanwhile, Beyonce, they queen. Jay-Z apparently done got some outside pussy at some point. And guess what? She stayed. Which is the very same thing that I said about relationships with our grandparents when they acting like they trying to figure out the key is they stayed. That's the crux of it. They stayed. Amani, look at you. Mad love to you. Amani to my cousin, you're handsome. Mad love to you for thinking so. Mad love to you for that. I appreciate the compliment. I really do. So y'all want to see a nigga face because y'all thinking, like, y'all are so nice. Y'all nice. If y'all think I'm handsome, I really appreciate that. I really, really do. But I have to remember that. Jay Barrett talking about the ladies trying to see you, Rob. I see. I see it. I don't have a way to, I don't got no other light. Like, I don't got no other light. That light is on. I ain't got no other light. I apologize. I'll do better. I'll try to do better about light. Because again, y'all ain't going to see me for, I mean, maybe I should have started earlier in the day when more sun. Because now it's getting dark at like goddamn 6:30 or some shit like that. So maybe I should have did it earlier in the day. So next time I come back, I ain't going to tell you how long it's going to be when I come back. I'll do a little earlier in the day so that way it's more daylight out here. And that's the best light for me to use, especially on a Saturday. Y'all stop it. Jay talking about y'all horny on here. But let me tell you something about women. They are not at a loss for no dick. Period. Like, that is not something that women are struggling with. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you. That is not an issue. None. None. These niggas get online talking all this shit they want to. They talk like they talk all the shit they want to. Women are not running on no dick shortage. You can best believe that. I talk to women all the time. They are not, there's no shortage. None. None. If they want it. Now, some women will hold out if the nigga he ain't acting right, or maybe they ain't really attracted to nobody right now. But if they wanted to fuck somebody, please. That's the easiest thing in the world for a woman to get. Because we talk about how easy getting pussy is. We ain't dealt with the reality of how easy getting dick is. Nobody wants to deal with that because what men like to do is act like women just got this easy pussy. If we really put these things on a scale, dick, let's just be real. Like, niggas is acting like they gotta be. Here's how you know. Here's how you know. Women ain't gotta have no game. They don't got to have no nice car. They don't got to have they shit together per se. No nice clothes on. They can throw on some leggings, some furry flip-flops, bonnet, big shirt, Honda Accord 2001. Thick. They gonna get some dick. No problem. Men have to put themselves together in some type of way. Be a smooth talker. Oh, rub the hands together ass nigga to get some pussy. Gotta run some games. Speak some nice words. Take a woman out to eat or something. Maybe not the Cheesecake Factory, but you gotta do some game work. Women ain't got to have no game. Sir, you can get it. Oh, this boy. I was like, what the fuck? You can get it. That's all the work a woman got to do. And we talk about how easy women are, how they hoes. We do not talk about how easy getting dick is. They'll try to say shit like, well, they didn't have dick discipline. It's cause women don't have to work like they gonna get their dick. That's dick discipline. That ain't even a real, like, I get what's being said, but men ain't like that. I don't care how much podcast talk happens. Men are not like that. Women are getting dick. Rolling, you're exactly right. All types of women. They not running short on no dick. But see, these whole ass niggas get on these podcasts and they don't want to be real like that. See, I'ma be real like that, but that ain't gonna go, that ain't, that's not what people want to hear. Telling women that they pussy easy is a flex to niggas. When niggas done had the easiest dick in life, period. When it comes to two sexes, men are the easiest, period. Period. No debate. There's nothing to argue. I wouldn't even entertain a debate about that. Men are the easiest, period. A woman ain't got to do nothing but look. She can be mute. She can be mute. She ain't got to say a word. She can point at that bitch. Like, men can't do that. What you mean? That's how easy dick is. A woman can and ain't got to say a word. Women could do that tomorrow and they dick count would not decrease. Because a nigga gonna be like, me? Like, right now? Like, yes. Easy. But then these niggas will get online and act like they just gods on earth. Women hoes for giving them pussy. But it's like, nigga, you ain't been no challenge to no woman. Y'all is light work. Let me not just act like, let me get off my high horse real quick. We is light work. We like to get on podcasts, not like we now get that little pink light in the back. Then we start acting like we somebody, like we something. Like, nigga, sit down somewhere. Stop this. I'm tired of you niggas. Because y'all leading young boys astray. That's what I'm tired of. I'm really tired of this shit. Y'all leading young boys astray. That little pink light, look, you done try to put on you some clothes and get in front of a camera, act like you heavy. You light. You are light. Period. You light, period. It just is what it is. Dude Stop says, what's your opinion on furries? I'm just asking people their opinion. I don't know what furries are. Amani, let me tell you something. Amani says, I'm pregnant and had niggas told me I can get it. I'm like, really? Let me tell you something. You being pregnant means nothing at all. Period. That don't stop anything. Because men will still do it. Again, they can act like they got all these standards in the world. I know niggas. I know men. And based on the fact that I know truck drivers that fuck lot lizards, men don't have any ground to stand on. Period. When a man sees a woman pregnant, what's in his mind, especially if she pretty and thick, like, damn, I ain't even got to pull out. I'm sorry. It's not late, and I'm not trying to be graphic. I'm just telling you. I ain't even got to pull out. That work's already been done. And you know what they say, pregnant pussy is the best pussy. This is what men say, The jury's still out. I don't know if there's actually been any Pew research done on whether or not, like, I don't know. They don't do real nigga, like, facts and data. Like, is pregnant pussy really the best kind of pussy? Like, I don't know. But this is what the word on the streets is. I don't know. But that's why, that men know this. This is not something that, like, it's not a secret amongst men. Like, they've been said before I was even dealing with anything like that. I knew men told me that pregnant women got the better. So that's probably why they can. We easy. Period. We easy. And I don't know why that's understated on these podcasts, acting like these hoes it's just pussy so easy to get and all that. Like, I don't know how we even get on a high horse and talk like that. And y'all let these niggas do it. Y'all let them. Because if pussy was so easy to get, these incel bitch ass niggas wouldn't be mad they ain't been getting it. If pussy was that easy to get. Dick that easy to get. Because a woman, she can be a cornball. She can be nerdy. She can do all those things and still get dick. A man is not going to be able to be a full-blown cornball and get those type of women. That's not going to happen. That's the truth that ain't being told. A woman ain't got to have all that. Got to be funny. When has a woman had to be funny to get some dick or for a man? Like, please. Men getting these podcasts and leading these young boys astray. If pussy was so easy, then all you bitch ass niggas would be able to get it. But you can't. But you can't. That's just the facts. That's just the facts. Dick is way easier to obtain than pussy. And these niggas get on podcasts and y'all listen to them lie to you to your face and make it seem like women are just the easiest motherfuckers in the world. How? How are incels a people? How is that a group of people? They're pussy that easy. Please. It's not real shit. But this is what this podcast space, I'm telling you, it's a lot of lies it's a lot of lies being told. Miramar Carson says like and screwing is different to them. I understand that, but incels. Incel means someone who can't get pussy. Them niggas don't care if they being liked. They can't get pussy. Period. Like, whether they like them, she like it, it don't matter. Incel is a real group of people. It's a real group. It's a real thing. It's real. Very real. Very, very real. I'm not gonna lie. Geneva says, hi, are you a gamer? Yeah, I game. I just actually got off, I know the so-called new, I don't know if they redoing the game, Call of Duty or some shit like that. I was playing that shit earlier today. I played for a little while today. I prayed for a little while today. So I game. I game a little bit. I'm all right. Venus Love says, I feel like these podcasts are what they wish it to be than what it actually is. I think they get on there and lie to keep audiences. I don't think it's real life shit. It's not real life shit. Or by now, the podcast would be helping people in relationships and things like that. Now, for these niggas that didn't have a father figure, I understand that, you know, some of these things act as some type of substitute for lessons they may have didn't get from their fathers and things like that. But yeah, it's just it's not, they're not being real, and that's the part that gives me issue. They not being real. Right. Elaine says incel, involuntarily celibate. That's exactly what incel means. Incel, they took the IN off involuntary, and then cell, they took that from celibate and they made a word. Incel, involuntarily celibate, can't get no pussy. Because I guess they couldn't think of a cool acronym for can't get no pussy. Yeah, it don't sound cool. CGNP, like, that don't sound as cool as incel, but it's the same thing. Can't get no pussy. These are the breaks, and they be mad, and they're trying to shame women into fucking them, and they think if they shame women enough that it's going to work. It hasn't worked yet, but they're still doing it. I'm gonna tell these bitches how trash they are, how garbage they are. Now, am I saying that some of these hoes ain't trash? Yes, but some of these bitch ass niggas is trash too. That's the reality. That's the reality. That's the reality. We're humans. Sometimes we ain't worth a fuck. Like, it just is what it is. That can't be the truth. Don't nobody want to speak to that truth. That can't be the uniform understanding. Sometimes humans ain't worth a fuck. Sometimes we are not meant to or even are ready to bond and cohab with anyone. We ain't built for that shit. Period. That's the truth that don't nobody want to tell. Instead, we'll act like everybody can be trained to be great. That's a lie. That's a lie. That is a lie. You cannot train greatness. You can't. It's a lie. They taking y'all bitch ass niggas money to come talk to y'all in these fucking classes or whatever the fuck they be talking about. You cannot train greatness. What'd you say? Haga says, I'm starting to prefer not being in a relationship, to be honest. A lot of people are. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with not being in a relationship. There's nothing wrong with that. At all. If that's where you are right now, I think that's great. There's no problem with that. Some people aren't even relationship material. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's when we start trying to be something else or thinking that there's some advice we can be given to, that's when it can get fucked up. Then you got books coming out about relationships, magazine articles, people on videos talking about that they relationship experts. What the fuck does that mean? Like experts and gurus and all that. Like if you are better off and happier being on your own, then that's where you should be. That's how you should be. Period. Because people are annoying. Entertaining somebody else's energy is annoying. That's just the facts. That shit's not light work. It's the facts. People can be annoying sometimes, but don't nobody want to tell the truth because that's not going to get no crowd showing up. Because real life, everybody trash. Like, if we're going to just deal with what we call, when people talking about they looking at the data and they seeing this, that, and the other, if you look at the data for real, what you'll see is that everybody trash. Humans are trash at relationships. Period. That's what the data shows. No matter what the format is. Whether it's married, boyfriend, girlfriend, cohabiting, living together, humans are trash. That's what the data shows, but don't nobody talk about that. They'll polarize the data. They'll polarize it. Make it one versus the other. The data really shows that humans have been struggling to be in relationships since the beginning of motherfucking time. Period. There is nothing else to be said per the data. Anytime you meet somebody, you're rolling the motherfucking dice. Good luck. That's the reality of it. But that ain't gonna get nobody to, come sit and listen and talk, because humans, we don't like to hear that we ain't worth a fuck. We like to believe that we've been great at relationships the whole time. It just got bad. Like it just got fucked up. Like, no, this has been a struggle for the whole time. It's difficult. It's not easy. No other species on Earth lives together as long as we do, or are together, has that type of lifespan, and you're going to spend it in the confines of this house, apartment, or wherever you live with somebody for 20, 30, 40 years. Nobody else, no other species on the planet does that. And we've been writing books about it for forever, trying to figure it out. 10 steps on how to please your man. And women, oh my God, they've been inundated with how-tos. How to suck that dick right to make him come home at night. It's like, what the fuck? This ain't even real shit. But the articles are still going to be written. They're still going to be written. People still going to be coaching. It's been a struggle. It's going to continue to be a struggle. Because don't nobody want to deal with the reality of it. Nobody. The reality is it's tough. And if you're going to get to some longevity, all that means is that you stayed. That's what that means. That's what longevity equals: stay. Period. There ain't no other way to slice it up. Ain't no data to suggest anything outside of that. Longevity equals stay. Now, with caveat of social media and the internet, there is this plethora. You know, before, if you didn't meet her down at the store, you didn't know her. Like, if you didn't meet him down at the job or something, you didn't know him. Now, social media, look what it did. It created an illusion within an illusion. Now you believe you got 1,000 motherfuckers that want you and want to be with you. No, you don't. Now you just got more people to sift through, if you will. Because this ain't that how the apps work anyway? This is the motion. They don't even hide the motion. Like, it's this. Now you just got more people to sift through. See, before it was it was the neighborhood towns. It wasn't as many people to sift through. Now you just got more to sift through. That's all that happened. More to swipe. All right. It's more now. It's creating an illusion that you really got 1,000 motherfuckers you can be with. No, that's not the case. It's not the case at all. Now, people are believing that. People are, downing their relationships because they believe they have all these options. It's an illusion within an illusion. Because the illusion was that relationships just been perfect. Before the modern day, relationships was perfect. Grandma and grandpa shit was perfect. No, it wasn't. What are you talking about? He might have got some pussy, had a whole family over there. She might have got some dick over there, but they stayed together. That's the reality of it. It wasn't perfect until recently. Like, that's some shit y'all made up. I don't know what the fuck people be talking about. I don't get it. Like, I don't know what people be talking about. It wasn't perfect then. It ain't perfect now. It ain't gonna be perfect, period. Because we're trying to do something that is unnatural. And that's going to be the struggle. It's going to continue to be a struggle. It looked a little bit better before women could make their own money. It was a little stronger then, before women could get out here and make that bread. Now they don't need a financial backing or a sponsor, if you will. They don't need that. So things look a little different now. But it's been an issue since forever. Like, I don't know. Like, honestly, when I'm listening to some of these relationship conversations and stuff, I don't know how people do it and take these people seriously. I don't know how it's taken seriously. Because they're not talking about humans. Like, I don't know what the fuck they be talking about. If you just do this and this and this and this, everything gonna be okay. Well, no, that's not true. There are so many things and intricacies because we call ourselves an intelligent species. Well, we so smart that it makes relationships hard. We got so much in our head, so many emotions that it makes relationships between humans difficult. That's why when we compare ourselves to animals, it's so goddamn ridiculous. They shit ain't overcomplicated like that. You the strongest one? Okay, get this pussy, I'm gonna have these kids, and they may never even see you again. That's different than what we try to do and how we do it and the amount of years to do it for. Even if animals stayed together until their kids was grown, if you will. Man, them goddamn animals, 3 months, a year tops, they full grown. 18 years is the human standard. That's far eclipsing anything the animals got to do. Like, I can put up with your shit for a year. Like, that ain't what's going on with humans. It's 18. Even that's if you just doing it for the kids. It's at least 18. At least. Like, what we are trying to do is different. Different. It's just different. Crystal Clear says these women don't love the average black man. Yes, they do. I'm a witness. Any average black man in here If you have been able to get women or deal with women and have great women in your lifetime, just do it. Put your hand up in the comments. Average black man here, regular black man here, and I'm Dade Will. I've been loved by black women. I would argue I'm loved by some black women even now. Online it's a little bit different. This is where when we haven't, the online conversation is different from reality. Because in reality, they both work up there together at the job. He may be a stalker, she may be a cashier. They will get together and deal with each other. That's reality. In reality, everybody ain't got six figures. Everybody ain't no rich ass entrepreneur. That's not real. That's the internet space. Everybody's rich on the internet. In real life, when I'm going around here, because I'm going state to state, going into different factories all the time. Men and women are working in these factories side by side. There's a woman with some goddamn safety goggles on right now on an assembly line making a product. That's reality. That's where most people, working class people, they exist in this space. Average would be what they was called, for lack of a better term. That woman is dealing with the man and he probably drive forklifts or some shit. That average woman, that average man, they come together like this. That's reality. Call centers. Who done worked in one? Huh? Who done worked in a call center? Who had to learn from working in a call center? I ain't messing with nobody I work with no more. Some of us learned that lesson at the job. Like, women will deal with the average. Just don't let this online shit fuck you up. Don't let this online shit fuck you up and make you believe that. Some of us learned the lesson to not deal with people we work with from dealing with people we work with. Can I get a witness? Can I get a witness? So regular people still deal with each other. It's just in this online space where everybody making six figures. Everybody has all these rules and standards like the Cheesecake Factory, bitch. That's not real life. That woman that's working up at that factory, if that man that worked driving that forklift take her to goddamn Cheesecake Factory, that's an elegant night out to her. Do not let these hoes online make you disillusioned to the reality. Do not let these hoe ass niggas online make you disillusioned to the reality. Don't let them do that, because I've been seeing a lot of that happening. Y'all will act like you ain't out here in the real world. In the real world, most people worked in factories, call centers, these businesses and shit like that. Like, it just is what it is. Fine Goddess says that was a skit. I don't care. Like, I shrug. At this point, but it's, let me speak to that. Fine Goddess says that was a skit. Let me show you what I'm talking about with internet. This is why you can't even trust shit to be on the internet. Because everybody just doing stuff to go viral these days. A lot of these situations don't even be real. But there are some, I can't sit here and act like there are some women who will feel slighted by going somewhere like a Cheesecake Factory, Chili's, Applebee's. There are some women who will feel disrespected at that. There are some women that will feel disrespected by that. So that exists. Now, I don't know if that was a skit or whatever. I mean, no, I don't give a fuck either way. Either way, when I see this stuff online, it ain't real life to me anyway. I don't have these type problems. Ain't no woman ever treated me no type of way. Like I don't relate to this shit that be going on this internet. Even if it was a skit though, that's the type of shit that occurs online. And then it creates that rift. In reality, regular people are dealing with other regular people. That's real life. And if you run into somebody who's ungrateful like that, you leave them bitches where you found them. Easy. You ain't got to give no big long speech. You ain't got to come online and tell the world, "Look, that was an ungrateful bitch." Ungrateful bitches exist. They exist. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There's been ungrateful humans since before we even got here. Leave her to deal with somebody that she actually fuck with. That's the problem. Don't nobody want to deal with people that like them. Don't nobody want to deal with people that like you. I only want to deal with women that like me. If a woman be like, man, I ain't fucking with no truck driver, you think I'm about to have a fit? You think I'm about to lose it? You think I'm about to get online and go crazy and lose my mind and talk about how these hoes ain't worth a fuck? No, I'm not. That woman didn't want to deal with a man that's a truck driver. That's fine. There are so many other women out here, and I ain't never had no issues. That's why I know it be a bunch of bullshit going on online. That's how I know. In the real world, this ain't real shit. This ain't real shit. This ain't real shit. This ain't real shit at all. Crystal Clear says women need to lower their standards for black men. No, they don't. Women don't need to lower their standards at all. A lot of these hoes do a lot of that talking aren't even living up to the standards themselves. Don't nobody gotta lower nothing. At all. All people gotta do is live in reality and let their ideas and the things they want be based in reality. If you want a nigga that makes 6 figures a year, now you got about 7 niggas you can fuck with. Of those 7 niggas, all the other women that want 6-figure niggas are trying to fuck these 7 niggas too. If you can deal with that reality, if you can deal with that man maybe having 5 bitches, then go join the team. If you cannot deal with that reality, go sit your ass down somewhere you ain't ready. Just period. That's really all it is to it. If you can deal with that, go ahead. You go right ahead. Go ahead. But you reducing your pool a lot if it's about money. And what women will understand, a lot of them too, as they get older and go through dealing with niggas with money, is just because a man got money don't mean he gonna treat you right. No mean he gonna treat you like you want to be treated. That don't mean that. They don't correlate. Money and how a man treats you does not correlate at all. It never has. Real women know that. I don't want to talk to nobody that's not a real woman. That's the problem. We out here trying to fuck with all the women. I don't want all of them. I want real ones. Smaller group that's tapped into reality. Now, I'm not struggling financially, but I have. That didn't stop me from having a woman. And I ain't have to, what they be saying, that dudes that's broke deal with fat women. Not me, I ain't have to do that. Beautiful women. Thick and all. I ain't no money like that. That's reality though, you see. They liked me. If a woman likes you, like is being left out of the conversation really across the board. That's men talking about relationships, women talking about, they leave out like. Like is not even a factor in a relationship anymore. Doesn't even exist. Like doesn't exist anymore. I was liked. So if you're liked, a woman will, and if you like a woman, you will look over some things that you may not be the greatest, but you fuck with her, you like her. That ain't even in the conversations no more. But I don't think women should be lowering their standards. I don't think that's necessary. I think women should just be being realistic. Period. That's it. That's all. Like, just be realistic. You know, you work down at the grocery store, or, you know, like, be realistic. But I think women are, though. I think online is a different space, man. Online is a different beast. Online is a different beast. Online is a different beast. Nicole Smith says it's not lowering your standards if you find a protector, provider, genuine, loving, caring, and etc. And I'm going to tell you what's so crazy about that is when we talk about our grandparents and the relationship they had, most of our grandfathers were factory working niggas. Blue collar, regular men who provided, protected, loved, cared, and did all that shit. They were blue collar working class men. That's reality. And grandma might have been too. I know mine was. Worked at the mills. They used to call them mills. I don't know if they call them no more. Work at the mills and stuff like that. That's just reality. We've gotten away from that because we're not talking about like no more. Now we're talking about money and where you going to go on your first date. It ain't got nothing to do with like. Like is understated. Like, don't nobody talk about no damn like. It's not even real life. Like is not even mentioned anymore. It's missing from the conversation. And I don't do that. I don't do that work. I would come do the work, but I ain't got time. Because I don't even think people even factor in like no more. But they're gonna be hard pressed. Y'all better start fucking with people you like. Y'all better. Y'all better. Righteous indignation says, what's so hard about wanting or being a clean cut and decent person who smells good? There's nothing difficult about that at all. If you somewhere where you're struggling to find that, that's problematic. That's problematic. That's problematic. Right. Jamil says, yeah, it's all about money now. I want you to know it's all about money online. Okay? It's all about money online. Do you know how many? I see some beautiful women driving food carrier services, working up at grocery stores, Walmarts, Targets, regular women, beautiful. But I'm saying regular as I'm talking about the job aspect. Beautiful women. They're not out of your reach. They're not out of your reach. It's all about money online. That's different. That doesn't make up most people. I promise you that, bro. In real life, in particular, again, deal with people who like you. If you're dealing with somebody that like you, she don't care. She not needing you to take her to fucking Aruba on the first date. She don't need you to spend $500 or $600 on the first date. They just want to be around you. They vibing with your energy, laughing or whatever y'all may have going on. She'll vibe with that. She don't care where the fuck she is. That's real life. That's the life I've experienced. I know I live in the real world. Women like me. Or back in the day. I ain't gonna say now. I don't know about now. But women would like me. Therefore, they didn't give a fuck about none of that. We was gonna be laughing and vibing no matter where we went. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. And it did not stand in the way of me getting to the next step. It didn't stop anything. They liked me, so they was gonna fuck with me, period. And I ain't have to have no whole lot of money. Period. Period. Found guy that says, I worked at fast food, Target, been a waitress. Like now, there are some bad waitresses out here in the world. And they make $3 an hour. Okay? Three. But bad. And now I'm a dental assistant. It don't take much, honestly. I think, okay, I know what you're saying. You agreeing. I think you're agreeing with what I'm saying. Like it, man, we live in the real world out here. We live in the real world. Maybe if I scoot up. Can y'all see me better like that? Maybe I'll scoot up a little closer to this bitch. Can y'all see me a little bit better like that? I got this fucking light right here. But we live in the real world. In the real world, that shit ain't. It's not heavy like people thinking it is. It's really not. Well, no, that fucked it up. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna go ahead. I'll leave it like this then. But understanding the real world, that shit ain't. It's nothing. And this reality or this thing where people say, well, if a woman make more money than you, she won't respect you. That's a lie. That's a lie. A lot of women when I was younger made more money than me, but they liked me. They liked me, and for lack of a better term, if you are good sexually, I ain't even gonna get graphic. If you good sexually, my nigga, you gonna be all right. Even if a woman make more money than you, you gonna be all right. She gonna respect you. She gonna listen to you. You gonna be all right. Unless she just a bitch. Unless she just attitude having bitch. And that ain't got nothing to do with her money per se. Really, it's just some people just got fucked up attitudes. It just is what it is. But them ain't problems. Nah, I was cool. I was able to manage. I was able to manage everything and be okay. because the women liked me, and that matters. No, I'm not. Goldie, don't do that. Goldie's like, Goldie, it ain't. No, I'm not about to drive no women crazy. Y'all know I don't be on here. I don't be on no shit. Goldie's like, you about to drive these ladies crazy, now they can see you better. I'm not. These ladies already got good men in their lives. They're not. Look, Jay Barrett. Don't say that. I was gonna say that, but it ain't late enough. It's only 8. Jay Barrett said, if the dick is dicking, then yeah, you're good. You know that's my motto. Like, that's my motto. Like, I don't know what these niggas be talking about. I don't know. What I do know is the effect of heavy dick on women. I know that. I done did the goddamn research. I didn't get no Pew research done. I know this for a fact. They not about to be. It's not like that for real. It's not like that for real. If a woman like you and your dick is dicking, you gonna be all right. That's a lie. Realist says women be acting like sex don't be a factor, a determining factor for them. That's a goddamn lie. And if a woman is telling you that, then you tell them that they fucking lying to your face and you tell them to get the hell out of it. That's a lie. That's a woman. See, I told you, I only want to deal with real women. Ain't no real woman gonna tell you that dick don't play a factor. I'm gonna say sex. I'm gonna quit being so goddamn graphic with y'all right now. Don't let them lie. That's a lie. I disagree. I don't believe it. It's a whole damn lie. It's a lie, bro. Don't listen to that. That's somebody that's telling a lie. Let you come through there and she ain't never had no dick like that before. Please. Please. That's a lie if a woman saying that shit. They may be saying they're trying to be modest or to act. Let me tell you what women like to do. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give y'all, this is a secret. I don't want y'all telling everybody. Women like to act like they're so much different than men. Like they're not as superficial as men. They don't care about sex as much as men. That's a lie. They're just trying to create that separation to show that they are pure. You know, like they deeper than men. I care about what's on the inside. Like, yeah, right. All the niggas with little dicks that get laughed out. niggas that show up with trash dick and get talked about behind their back. These girls be in groups. Women be laughing at these niggas, making fun of these niggas. Girl, this nigga, he a minute. Where you think Minute Man came from? This nigga done broke weak in 30 seconds. Get this, I'm blocking this nigga. Like, they don't give a fuck about what's on the inside of that nigga. They blocking him. Like, that nigga is getting blocked. Blocked. Women like that, like they more pure than men. I see through the bullshit, so I'm able to get on that level with women. I don't let them do that shit to me. When they out here lying like that, I know what they doing. Women just want to be deeper than men. That's all. They want to act like they deeper, but it is not. It's not real. It's not real. They blocking niggas. Like, they blocking niggas for failing that pussy. Okay? You make an F in that pussy, you fuck around and get blocked. There's a reason for that. There's a reason. Women want to act like they deep. Again, men and women both. We get on this internet and we act like we so much different than each other. Now, I'm not saying there aren't some differences, but we act like it's just leaps and bounds. Men are from Venus, or men are from Mars, women from Venus. We just be saying stupid shit. No, the sexual component matters. And what it can do is make women more malleable, more shapeable, more moldable. Okay? That's what it can help do. Now, I'm not saying that some of these women just got fucked up attitudes, ain't nothing you're going to be able to do about it. And a lot of times having dick like that don't do nothing but drive them full-blown crazy, and they become jealous, and now they're embarrassing you in public, running up on you, suspicious of everything you're doing. So just be mindful with the type of dick you wielding, men. Be careful and be mindful, because sometimes it's just going to drive them to being crazy as fuck anyway, okay? But I do know for a fact that women are more malleable if you checking a couple boxes. And that's making them laugh. They like being around you, and that dick be dicking. 3 boxes. That's before we get to money, finance, and things like that. All those things matter. Lazy, hoe ass, broke ass nigga. I understand all this shit. Whatever y'all want to say about them. But these things matter. Women just have to act like they're not connected to it because they have to seem like they're more pure than we are. We're the animals that think about sex all day. That's, kind of what they want to put on us. And it's just not real. Don't fall for those tricks and those games, okay? It's not real life. They be acting like they deep. Not so much, okay? I'm not knocking their emotional set and the way that they love, beautiful and things like that. I'm not knocking that part. But what I will say is a lot of them will lie and try to act like they are deeper and more wholesome than men when it comes to sex. And they're like it don't matter and all this old shit, but it's not real. That's a lie. That's a lie. There's been times where you can literally tame a woman if that dick is dicking, for lack of a better term. She might have treated the last three niggas like they won't shit. Might have talked to them crazy and everything. But as soon as you showed up, guess what? As soon as you showed up with that work, she calmed down. She calmed down, didn't she? I done did it. I mean, I know some of my niggas out here, y'all done did it. Like, she calmed down a little bit. She don't want to talk. She ain't yelling at you. She ain't trying to miss out on that. She ain't talking crazy to you. She ain't trying to be missing out on none of that. She don't want no parts of missing out on that. I ain't making him mad, girl. He'll be done fuck around and not brought it over here. I want him to drop some of it off over here. Like I'm trying to get something dropped off. I ain't about to make him mad. Y'all be talking about getting women to cook and clean and all that shit, nigga. That'll do it. You don't have to. Like, that will do it. They're going to want to, even if they don't know how. Like, they're going to want to. Women are motivated and inspired by good dick. And I'm just going to leave it right there at that. Women, if y'all feel exposed, I'm sorry. But I'm telling y'all, these niggas on these podcasts don't say nothing about nothing. They talking about six figures. They don't factor in anything about what you doing when you in there. That's how I know they misleading these young niggas. Y'all ain't got no stroke seminar. Where's the stroke seminar? You better be teaching these motherfuckers a stroke. Because if they come through with some bullshit, this shit ain't gonna work anyway, goddammit. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work fully. It ain't gonna work fully. She may end up trying to treat him like she treated everybody else, but then if you come through with a different type of stroke, that moonwalker, these niggas are not having stroke seminars. These niggas is out here watching porn and copying porn. You can't get... I'm not saying it can't get you nowhere, but it won't get you all the way there. Let me tell you that now. You can copy porn if you want to, if that shit, you think that shit will work. It'll get you maybe in a couple of rooms and stuff like that. But for what a lot of these niggas be wanting, cooking, clean, and submissive and all that, look, that porno shit ain't gonna work, my nigga. That porno shit ain't gonna work. I remember what's that show? Different Strokes. You better have you some in your bag. And if you utilize them bitches like you're supposed to, you won't have all these problems with these women that you're having. That's just, and look, look, y'all can tell me I'm lying, but I'll ask you and I'll challenge you. When you watching podcasts, do these men be talking about what that stroke is really capable of and how they need to have that? That's the foundation in which you build on. They're not charging classes for that. They want to come talk to niggas about goddamn credit repair and real estate. Nigga, you could get all the bread you want. Like, you could do all of that. They don't talk about that. Women supposed to deal with trash dick, mop floors, cook food. Like, no. If you want to motivate a woman, I'm not saying have your other shit together. I'm not saying don't. But this counts. Okay? For my young brothers out here, if you listen to these bitch ass niggas that's telling you can just go lift weights, you can go lift weights. I think you should. Go work out. Get yourself together. Get you a nice car. If you want to be tricked off of, nigga. Motherfuckers out here leading my niggas astray. Leading my young niggas astray. Turning them into goddamn built tricks. The fuck? These niggas are turning my young niggas out here into niggas, six-pack niggas getting tricked off of. That's all it is. Nigga done went and took a kickboxing class. He's still a trick. Done went and made all this money just a trick. Because that's all a woman gonna use him for. Because she don't like him. His dick ain't dicking. He'll just be a trick. And his little feelings gonna be hurt when he find out he a trick. Because he led with money. And then these niggas be acting so hurt when they getting used for money. Niggas be tricks. They teaching these young boys how to be asshole tricks. That's it. That's all. Be a dickhead, be an asshole to women, and then be a trick with a six-pack. With a nice suit on. They ain't saying nothing about no stroke. Yeah. And you can use stroke both ways. Because while you in there, she should be looking like she having one. Like, you should be creating a stroke that's gonna have her looking like she having one. Get that in your bag too, my young niggas. And look, these niggas ain't gonna tell you that. They're not trying to get you to win for real. They want you to pay for submission or pay for a woman to like you. Get you a stroke that while you in there, she looking like she having one. That's the key. Okay? That's the key. And y'all ain't even gotta pay me no money for no class. You ain't even gotta do that. Wait, Jay, who is this B3? What the fuck is he saying? Make a burger? Like, what the fuck is this bitch ass nigga even talking about, man? Like, what's going on? Somebody here trolling? Fine Goddess says, nah, I like mine with a little stomach. My preference. You are. But if you like niggas with stomach, I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I want you to know, as you get older, you might fuck around to lift that stomach up to reach it. And I heard that's a little traumatic for women. I done had women tell me, like, they had to lift that stomach up to reach it. It was a little traumatic. A little traumatic, so be careful now. Just be careful. Just be careful. Be careful. Be careful. But I'm telling you, these podcast niggas is leading my young niggas astray. And it's problematic. They're not talking about the true essence of how you get shit done. How you get a woman to do certain things. They're not getting to the essence of it. Yeah. Real shit. Mia said, what now? What happened? Mia said, you know what else getting me? Grown men and women dressing up for Halloween. You know, niggas. Like, you might as well just, if that's getting you, like, that's been destroying me for years. You know, niggas. They gonna party with the white man and his mama on their holidays. And they have made it a part of the tradition that they, you know, have to participate, and the children have to participate, and they've made it a part of the tradition in their household. So you might as well shrug at this point. That's why I done start doing it. I'm learning to shrug. When I see niggas dressed up on Halloween, it used to, now back in the day when I used to make videos about the history of Halloween and all this stuff, I used to get really, really upset with niggas. Now I look at niggas, I shake my head, and I shrug. And I just know those are some niggas that I'll never be cool with. That's all it means to me. Those are just less niggas or another set of black people that I can never hang out with. We're never going to mesh. We're never going to bond. We're not going to be cool. I can't hang out with them. They can't hang out with me. We're just not in the same mindset. I love them as black people, but I know it ain't going to be nothing more than that. So now the niggas is about to do Halloween. The niggas is about to do Thanksgiving, Christmas. All these niggas is about to do all this. I just shrug. I shrug. Almost the same thing I do with Christian niggas now. I shrug. I just know those are people that we never gonna be cool. They're not gonna fuck with me. I ain't gonna really fuck with them. I'm gonna love them as a black person, but I shrug. I don't even waste the energy no more even trying to get mad because I know how they are. That's just that void. That's that void I was talking about earlier. I don't know if you was here the whole time, but it feeds that void I got inside of me. I know I don't, me and most black people, we're not ever gonna click up. They're not gonna be cool with me. I know that. I know that. I know that. And I just have to accept it for what it is, as opposed to letting it, piss me off. Like, okay, why the fuck are you niggas still like? It's a waste of energy. So now I just shrug. Like, y'all niggas is gonna be dumb, and you're gonna teach your kids to be dumb, and that's the state of affairs. It's a state of affairs, and what can you do? What it does though is what it'll do if you are in that mindset, it'll fuck up your dating choices. A lot of times when you listen to these podcasts, and particularly people who actually are pro-black or would deem themselves in some type of pro-black mentality, them podcasts ain't even talking to you. They're not talking to you. They're not talking about you, because you in a whole different ball game. Like, you got to find somebody that don't celebrate holidays. Do you know how difficult that is? Let me tell you. Somebody who doesn't celebrate holidays, and I'm up in age now, so this is somebody with and typically they're going to have some type of children, and they don't celebrate holidays with children. That's who, other than Jehovah's Witness, but then they got the goddamn watchtowers, and you can't deal with them. They're crazy, which is why they stick with each other. It's smart, because y'all motherfuckers, it's crazy. But that is so fucking difficult. All these women, beautiful women, and finding some that do not do holidays with conviction, okay? They have a just cause of why they don't do holidays. Not for them or their children. And that aren't sitting here sucking off cave Jesus. You are, as far as dating is concerned, it's going to be tough. Okay? It's just going to be tough. So even when you listen to it, when I see this relationship stuff being talked about, I mean, I know they're not even talking about nothing that ain't got nothing to do with me, because of my different set of criteria and what I want in a woman, and what's sexy to me in a woman. They're not talking about me. They're not talking to me. They're not doing none of that, because I know it's a struggle just to find a woman who don't celebrate holidays. Who not going to be talking about it's Jesus' birthday on Christmas. That's a struggle in itself. I know that. I had to accept that. That you're not going to meet many people like that. That feeds into that void I feel inside. It's just a fucking void there. Like, I don't even get to rock with people like that. Not many people. Like, that ain't real. I come and rock with y'all, people that message me, email me and stuff like that. Mad love to you. But as far as by and large, dating people, being in relationships with people, because a lot of people, they think, like I say, like they think this is some type of just something you would do on the internet, because they so used to the internet being fake that they think everything is fake. Well, this is my real life. I really am this person all day, every day, right? Like, man, no. It's tough. It's tough as fuck. It's tough as fuck. And people that see the world for what it is, these people in these podcasts ain't talking to me. They talking about Democrats, Republicans. They talking about people who believe in, if you will, they believe in that pandemic. They trust the government. They are patriots. They are American flag niggas. They are July 4th niggas. These niggas that trust and love the government, like, they talking to those people. Those are relationships. They talking about how to build in that construct. They're not talking to you at all. They're not talking to you at fucking all. At least that's how I feel. They talking to the vaxxers, the ones that went up there and got in line because the government told them to. The ones that's talking about they standing with fucking Palestine. Stood with Ukraine when they did that. And before that, I think niggas was standing with France, of all people. Like, it's fucking disgusting. That was some years back. It's disgusting. People that's talking about how they gonna vote for Joe Biden, they talking to these people. People that pray at night. Like, they talking to people that pray at night. They're not talking to me. They're not advising me. They're not advising people who think like me. They talking to them. And that's why I be wanting people to be mindful. People who believe in inflation, they talking to them. You see what I'm saying? They talking to them. They're not talking to me. They're not giving me dating advice. That's not what they're doing. That's not what they're doing. Allen 504. You just getting here and I'm about to get the fuck off here because I told y'all it's about 8 something now. Tomorrow I have to go to Pennsylvania. It's a Sunday now. I told y'all I've been working. Okay? Anybody want to know where I've been? I've been working. Tomorrow I have to go to Pennsylvania. No, well, to over here in New Jersey, load up first, go take it to Pennsylvania to a Nestle place that makes the plastic bottles, the Nestle water bottles. I think Niagara is the water. It's not Nestle, it's Niagara. But that they make Nestle water. I'm gonna tell y'all something too. A lot of these companies that make this water, it's all coming from the same place. They're just using different packaging. Okay, just from me to you. They telling you that they're getting this shit from a goddamn bottom of a volcano stream. You know, like they done went to some mystic lake to get this water, this mystic river. No. It's water being carried to them places in fucking trucks. Not like mine, not like the one I drive in, but water trucks. They do that water, they purify that water, and they make different water. That's your Food Line brand water, your Walmart brand water, your Niagara, your Nestle. They all made in the same fucking place. And they using different packaging. They make the same bottles, because I taken the plastic for the bottles. They use a different fucking packaging on the bottles, okay? I'm just telling you, so you know. But I got to go over there and unload that in the morning. From there, I got to go to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, load up, and then take it to Leominster, Massachusetts, I believe. I think it's Leominster, Massachusetts, I believe. I got to go up there next. But let me tell you about these, because I be delivering to these water companies, and I go in there, and I'm talking about it fucked me up. Well, I went there, I'm looking like it's packages for the Nestle, for the store water, Walmart brand, for the goddamn Niagara, for the goddamn, like, wait a minute. Like, what are you, y'all be lying like a bitch in here. Y'all be lying like, fuck, y'all make that water in the same place, you know damn well you ain't got it from no goddamn volcano. Talking about the goddamn streams in the, in the valley somewhere. No, you didn't. Like, now it's so comical to me to see these waters and they be having these rivers and shit on the bottles. Like, bitch, you know damn well you ain't got no water from no river. You didn't do that. You filtrate that water up at the plant and you put that bitch in the bottle and you throw a goddamn seal on it or a label on that bitch. Stop playing with people, okay? But I do gotta get up. I'm getting up at like, I gotta be up here at 6, so I'm gonna probably get up at 5 tomorrow. I'm gonna get up at 5 and get to work. Sunday driving isn't difficult driving out here. The rest of the week is gonna be trash, okay? The rest of the week is gonna be trash, but tomorrow Sunday driving ain't bad around here. But the Northeast is trash, okay? And I don't want y'all thinking I'm just gonna be doing lives. I don't want y'all thinking that, okay? Like, I know I waste my breath dealing with black folk out here, and I'm telling y'all, I've been doing this shit for years, and what y'all have seen in these years happen. Let me say this and I'm gonna get off here. Y'all have seen motherfuckers scam you, take your money, sell you black liberation, and y'all respect these motherfuckers. And I ain't saying y'all specifically, but I'm saying black folk respect these motherfuckers. I don't get my goddamn respect. I've been out here showing you can be a regular black person in the society, not be a coon, go up to these fucking places, go anywhere. I'm talking to people all over the place in a room. Hell, if you ask me, they're making, in factories, they making goddamn caves up there in New Hampshire. They making them. That's where it's a factory up that bitch. Okay? Them states be having cave factories where they just churning out caves, like white folk just coming out of them bitches. And I think they ship them to different areas across the goddamn country, if you ask me. Like, nothing but white folk. I'm showing you that you do not have to coon to exist. You ain't got to shut up. You don't have to be a fucking coward. You don't got to do none of that to exist and still live a good life. This is the best I've ever done in my life financially when I'm the most vocal and most outspoken right now with my real name, Robert Perkins, out here in the streets. This is the most financially stable I've ever been. And y'all told me niggas couldn't do that. You're lying. That's your cowardice speaking up. And I'm telling you, and this government is playing in your motherfucking face. Okay? I appreciate y'all for coming in here. Because this is I didn't announce it or nothing. I appreciate y'all for coming in here. I can't say when I'll be back, but y'all just make sure you stay tuned. Okay? Follow me on social media if you want to see more of my posts regularly, because I talk about shit and I type out nice captions, goddammit. I think I'm a caption god. I type out some shit. They be on shit on these motherfuckers, okay? So follow me on social media, order t-shirts from me, do whatever the fuck you want to do. Or not, just hit the like button for me. I'll be out here in these streets. Y'all don't worry about me. I'm okay. I'm worried about us, okay? Don't worry about me. I'm worried about us, all right? Mad love to y'all. I will see y'all on the next one, all right? Shout out to Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out.